Prime one, that's him. Scott, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball. You goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob, a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops, I get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone out the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true brother gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah. And like that, you are tuned in to another live edition of Awake. Your
Yes, sir.
Yes, you know, we're gonna wake them up right out the gate. I am joined with my man, Heart to Start, Guccini JD, the fella himself, the ear to the streets, Lee in the building, straight, fresh from the streets, and our man, the cat man, the vigilante himself, the kitty cat. And shout out to our man, Gaga, the Neon Peacock. Be sure to head on over to our sponsors, neonpeacockmerch.com. I just went through a little mini shopping spree myself, but take advantage, full advantage of the $13 regular and classic t-shirt sale, not to mention 40% off the entirety of the website. Go ahead and head on over to neonpeacockmerch.com. Fellas, how you doing?
I'm doing good,
man.
Yeah, doing good.
I feel like I nailed that intro. Look at that.
You killed it. You killed it.
That was pretty good, huh? I don't know how to follow that up. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I mean, that's joining us. We are continuing the Aaron Rodgers watch.
That's gonna be a long watch.
That motherfucker's never gonna, he's just gonna retire out. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, he goes to the
He's gonna make everybody wait. He's like, you know what?
Do you think it's more of a money situation?
I do.
Or is it the team situation?
I don't think it's a money situation because
and I don't know if this is just the bogey version, but he wasn't he supposed to get like 50 million to do Jeopardy at 1.2, and then that was like when he was like, all right, I'm coming back for one more year with Green Bay. You know what I mean? Then he still had the Jeopardy thing on the table again the following year, and he goes and he's like, fucking trade me to the Jets. You know what I mean?
I think it's a situation, but I also think he wants to get the most for his. He wants to get the most out what he. But he did say he wants to play 2 years, so
yeah. But and he's only asking like 30 a year.
He's asking for
and
the same thing Aaron Donald.
Like multiple 1 year deals. Like if he decide, it's like because if you sign Rodgers right now, you're probably gonna only sign him for a year.
Yeah, he wants Sam Darnold money. That's what he wants.
He wants to play for
which is essentially 1 year deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at Sam Darnold's deal. That's the same thing with Geno's. He had his other deal that he got with Seattle before he got traded to the Raiders. It was like a 2 year, $100 million guaranteed. But they actually played him those 2 years of the full 2 seasons, and they only really hit him with that. It was like 7 years when it was all said and done. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, but if they were to only play him in a 1 year, he would have got the 50. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So see, and now you got Sam Darnold in there, essentially 45. Well, what's his guarantees over there?
They can get out of Sam Darnold contract after next year.
After 1 year,
There you go.
And it's dead money. It's and actually it's not really. There's no dead money.
There's no dead money.
There's no dead money. It's just nice there. Yeah.
Yeah, so that means they gave him a lot up front too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because coming out to.
I would say good for Sam Darnold, but fuck Sam Darnold.
Let's get caught up in the chat real fast. My bad.
Yeah, all good, man. Yeah, shout out to chat, man.
Top of the morning, Emil.
What's up, Emil?
Ghost Monkey.
Top of the morning, Ghost Monkey.
Ghost.
Top of the morning, Minnesota Den.
Minnesota Den in the building.
Emil said, what's Evan Ingram's value now that he's on the Broncos?
Evan Ingram, like I think his past 6 seasons that he was relevant in fantasy, or how about this? I think he had 6 seasons where he was relevant, and in those ones he had like 120 targets on average. We kind of need that. So if you could sell me on he's going to get volume, because he's not going to be a blocking tight end. He's going to be out there running routes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess if you just solely base it on Sean Payton's history with tight ends, you know what I mean? And which is basically us just always chasing Jimmy Graham, you know what I mean? Because like life after Jimmy Graham, I swear to God, I was on like, Kobe Fleener and who else did he have over there? Jared Cook, one of those years. But then he even had our man Taysom Hill, you know what I mean? Which was like, I guess you can't really put Taysom Hill
that
back
was
there.
Andrew Luck's guy.
So Sean Payton tight ends, he's going to get funky with his
That's
stuff.
crazy.
I do like it, quote unquote. He's still a 31-year-old. I don't think it totally puts them out of looking at a tight end in the draft either. You know what I
mean? My take on it is after the top 5 tight ends is gone, the Bugatti, GKO, SLP, who else is there? I'm missing like a name.
Mark Andrews.
The top 5 tight ends.
What about Jonnu? Do we put Jonnu in there? Do we just chase last year?
I think Jonnu is a top 5 tight end.
Yeah. No, he was a top 5. He finished number 5, I think. But do we just put him in there this year? Because you know what I mean? Or is it like I would think Jonnu Truth are going all the way back to Tennessee. That's why I'm like hesitant. I'm like, you know what I mean? We saw
with the Jonnu thing, yeah, definitely, because you still have the same offense over there, 100%. In the way that they completely adjusted the offense, and it was like we talked about it last week. It was A-Chain and Jonnu 100%, and it canceled out Tyreek, and Waddle was in and out. You know what I mean? So definitely, I'm putting Jonnu up there. Now, am I drafting him as a top 5 tight end? Them other names that I said, GKO, the Bugatti. I'm drafting them for sure above Jonnu and Evan Ingram, but Evan Ingram is one of them tight ends that you can get like John. You probably didn't even draft Jonnu, so Evan Ingram, where he's walking into right now, he can be drafted outside of the top 5 tight ends and finish as a top 5 tight end just based on, like you said, he's commanding 100 targets. We seen him 2 years ago have 100 receptions. Now, and that was with I forgot who the receiver that got injured in Jacksonville. It might have been when Ridley was still there and he had got hurt, or whoever it was, right? But my point is, he was the beneficiary of those targets when that wide receiver went down, and we don't even got a big name wide receiver in besides Cortland Sutton on the motherfucking Broncos.
my.
So he walks in maybe as the second target, depending on what they do in the draft.
Well, because it is just Cortland Sutton, and then like you got Marvin Mims, but he's a total like he's not going to affect.
And
He's always going to be out wide.
He didn't come on until the end of the season as well.
Yeah, but and then maybe we'll deep dive into that further one of these days into like Bo Nix's actual like dissect some Bo Nix. Because like I don't even off the top of my head, you can tell I haven't looked into Bo Nix's numbers. I know he finished like 9 or 8 or something like that, but still at the same time, like how many pass attempts did he have? Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like those numbers will go up in year 2.
Yeah, it moves the needle a little bit, but we have to really see how he fits into the scheme and what they do in the draft. And
yeah, because Denver doesn't have any.
It's a little bit too early to jump. Like if you're talking about dynasty and like trading for him or trying to sell him,
dynasty trade him away right now. I would do that. I would try to sell him for something good.
Sell him for what though? Who's gonna jump?
Like okay, how about this? I'm using him to I'm packaging him up. Or he's a throw-in to make something look nicer. Then I'm trying to get a bigger fish.
So said he got the potential to be a top 10 at the end of the year.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can it's not saying too much because tight ends aren't that bad. So it's like, and I can see every Ingram get like 80 receptions. You know what I mean? He's in there. You know
you know.
Top of the morning, Song. Top of
what
the
up,
morning,
Song?
Commish. Top of the morning, King D.
Yep, Crook Commission in the building. King D, LBC, stand up.
Yeah.
Crook, where he out of Chicago? I'm just assuming this. Crook,
His family is from Chicago, but he by the way of Arizona.
Oh, yeah, he's by way of Arizona. That's right. That's right.
You know, he over here on the West Coast with us.
You know what I'm saying? I've been through Arizona. Maricopa.
Hey, you can tell.
Phoenix,
so when I was doing podcast, shout out to the Bears Clubhouse, man, 100%.
Yeah,
like
man, shout out to the Bears Clubhouse.
Hey, he said that you sound like Sharp, and then there's other shit that he said, so I know that he tapped the West Coast 100%.
Yeah, let's go.
It's certain shit that big bro said. I'm like, oh yeah, he tapped in 100%.
Hey, I was randomly watching what's his name? Point and Shoot.
Oh, that's my guy.
That was funny as the motherfucking Sacramento stand up, but he was 100%. Like, it was something about I'm just probably old, but I didn't. What Sharp was drinking piss?
Now that I didn't see that one.
Okay, I guess there was the whole thing behind it.
Top of the morning, Albert.
Hey, Albert, put it in the chat. Where you from? Where you hail from? I don't think we've ever asked Albert.
Isn't he from Canada?
Emil's from Canada.
Oh my mama, Canada, stand the fuck up, man. All the motherfucking
big Canada,
man.
Oh, Canada.
And they just elected a new I don't know what they call the prime minister. They just had a new prime minister in a capital or whatever you call it. My bad, Emil, for not really knowing the specific names and stuff. But yeah, man, on my mouth.
Hey man, I remember man, shout out to Pat Mayo. Back in the days, they used to, because when he was fucking with DraftKings like crazy, they used to do whole shows because they're Canadians, right? They used to do entire shows breaking down the politics because they were betting on the polls and shit. You know what I mean?
On my mouth.
I'm like, oh shit, I never looked at it like that because you know what I mean. You got no real horse in the race.
During our election on Robinhood and all the little them type of sites, you could buy a Trump coin, or you could buy a motherfucking Kamala coin. You know what I mean? You could buy coins or little shit, and if your coin hit, you end up getting some money on everything. I only bought one of them motherfuckers, and my shit didn't hit. So everything. We got Peacock in the building. What up? My video job just ended. Got to go pick up some boots from my nephew's house.
There you go. That's right. He's going full retro. I saw the new concept. He's going full retro cowboy. You know what I mean? Semi-70s look minus the big giant collars. I'm like, okay, I see he's killing it. You know what I mean?
Mama, drippy.
You can't be named Peacock, and
come on, now
you can't bear the Peacock name.
The flyest bird on earth.
Like a stand out. You feel me?
The flyest bird on earth. Emil said, Prime Minister did get a trade offer for my Marshawn Lloyd. Dude is offering a 3rd and a 4th this year. My other startable RBs are James Cook, Buck, and Devon Achane. Should I do it?
I might hold on to Marshawn Lloyd.
I would
because
hold
he's
on
like
to
a
him.
real expensive lottery ticket, as so to speak. You know what I mean? But then also, it's like, is it really him? You know what I mean? Because he was hurt last year, and then
Emmanuel
Emmanuel, what you talking about,
came
Willis
in,
Lewis
yep.
or whatever his
Well,
name was.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of him. I'm taking that third and that fourth, man.
Because the running back class is
I mean,
deep.
this is a person that you're hoping out for, and you're getting a third round and a fourth round pick, and you might be able to turn
Is
him
it offense
into
only?
maybe a starter, especially the third round, 100%, because you get gems in the third round. But yeah, I'm taking that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hit the smash button.
Yeah, I want the picks.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Give me what's behind door number 2.
Accept, please.
Top of the morning, babes.
What's up? Thanks a lot.
And Big Bro said it's only it's offense and only super flex dynasty. So no IDPs.
That's
So
cool.
it's a
That
little
means
bit
a lot of the
shorter
quarterbacks be going.
player pool, but you can still get some good offensive players in the third round.
Yeah.
Like 100 running backs drafted in this motherfucker.
It's this wide receiver. I don't know. Let me pull my phone up that I was looking at the other day. Tell me if y'all heard about Brad. He coming out this year. Kobe Hudson out of UCF. Hudson. Kobe. When you guys get a chance, go look at some of his highlights, man. They saying he might be like a third, fourth round pick, but the motherfucker, he going to go get the ball though, bro, 100%. So that might be somebody to look at and later on in the draft, bro.
All right.
Miami's gonna be one of those ones that take the running back hella late.
Peacock said he did it, bro. Got the 303 and the 403 and they early picks.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bong.
You want to fire it up, Lee?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm always
Let's take
ready.
it right to the streets.
Come on
Lee.
now.
Street.
The remix. The remix.
Bogey like that one.
That shit was
Come on
funny.
now.
All right. Well, we touched base on the Aaron Rodgers BS because he's now looking at making a decision around after the draft.
He's
But
somewhere in the
there's
dark.
one Pittsburgh Steeler that's not happy about it, and that's defensive lineman Cameron Hayward. He's tired of the quarterback talk and wants Aaron Rodgers to make a decision right now.
Who's he to demand?
They playing like, look, motherfucker, make a fucking decision
Come
now.
on, I'm Aaron fucking
Yeah,
Rodgers. I
like,
can do what I
Hey,
want.
you know what that tells me, big bro? He wants him on the team. What do you
Yeah,
mean
hell
make
yeah.
a decision? Why the organization just can't give Russell a contract or Jameis a contract,
Yeah.
bruh? Y'all want bruh. That's what it is.
Okay. Now for Bogey and JD. Now that T. Higgins is officially off the table, trade talks for Brandon Ayuk are expected to ramp up. What is San Francisco going to want in return? They have until April 1st is the deadline they've set. The 49ers have set to trade him.
If they do trade
we
him,
just
it
set a
depends on,
deadline.
like we talked about it before on the show. Is San Francisco gonna eat some of that salary up and get a higher pick, or is they not gonna be like, look, we don't want to pay none of that salary and take lower compensation? You know what I mean? So is they gonna be able to meet in the middle somewhere?
Them to eat most of his contract and then basically.
Yeah, because he's a 26-year-old wide receiver, but he's coming off
Serious, yeah.
Was it an ACL?
I think it was an ACL.
It was an ACL, and then that was in week 5. So by the time training camp comes, it would be about 10 months. You know what I mean? Removed from the injury. So is the other team that's trading for him, or are they going to use that as a negotiation chip? Like he's coming off the hurt season. The year before that, he fucking balled out, which was happened to be a contract year.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know what the production is going forward. And usually, you know what I mean? When you get a new contract, you're paying for the projection of what this player is going to be. Now, is he a $30 million wide receiver? No.
Well, the Patriots and the Panthers are the only teams that have reached out.
If I'm the Panthers, I definitely do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the Patriots as well too, though. You know, because I don't know why they didn't go get the DK. You know what I mean? DK getting 30 now. You could have had, and he's not hurt. You know what I mean?
You're right there about the Patriots. The thing is, because he said he wanted to warm with the climate, and he went to cold. He could have got the money from New England.
100%.
So it really was apples to oranges, but it was kind of stupid.
Right. And DK's not a $30 million receiver.
No.
Ayuk is not a $30 million.
No.
30. And see, the difference between DK and Ayuk is that DK has had the opportunity because he gets the targets because their offense hasn't been like ours. See, Ayuk is in a 50-50 run pass offense, and he has to block a lot. So he only gets 130 targets with 75 receptions, but he hits for 17.5 yards per reception. Now, if he's able to get 150, 160, 170 targets and do more, then he might be a $30 million receiver. So it is what it is. But, if we do trade him, I'm not mad at it. Then the writing is on the wall that it's a complete rebuild.
Yeah. Well, the Patriots reported asking price for Joe Milton expected to be a 3rd-round pick.
That's interesting.
That's what they want in return as a 3rd-round pick.
So with the Joe Milton thing is, I wonder around the league, does he have the potential to be a starting quarterback? Other GMs, if they value him, because at a 3rd-round pick, that's high draft capital, right?
It is.
Even though it's saying it's a project quarterback, but does this project project to be a starting quarterback in a few years?
Well, if you look at it, we really did not get to see much of him. What, a few snaps in exhibition games,
and then in the preseason.
Yeah, but we never really got to see much of him. The basically basic opinion. Well, it looks like Joe Flacco remains the option for teams including the Browns, the Giants, the Steelers, and the Vikings, as they consider to solve their issues at the quarterback position. Now, here's a wild one that came out early this morning. The Vikings, if they don't land Aaron Rodgers, they're going to either trade for a veteran quarterback, and the names they're throwing about right now is Sam Howell from the Seahawks and Raiders quarterback Aiden O'Connell. The second one made me laugh.
I understand you got to beef up your quarterback room. You lost Mullins, but also that kind of telling me that he might not be completely ready, bro. And you're waiting on Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? And if you missed out on Aaron Rodgers, you're definitely going to have to bring somebody in. But it's kind of telling me that JJ might not be ready.
Exactly. Well, all those wonderful things I wanted Mark Andrews for a trade for the Chargers, the Ravens paid his $4 million roster bonus, so he's locked in for the 2025 season.
Yeah.
So that all but guarantees that we're going to be drafting a tight end. That or somehow a trade. Now, DeAndre Hopkins said Lamar Jackson was the main reason he decided to join Baltimore.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for him to be, one of them, just to move the chains and, pick up maybe red zone targets, him and Mark Andrews, he definitely fit that offense 100%. I like the DeAndre move for him. Sure, they brought in OBJ. They've been looking for a 3rd receiver for a long time.
Yeah. Well, the defensive end, Brandon Graham, just announced his retirement after 15 years and 2 Super Bowl wins.
Shout out to BG.
He called it a career.
Long time. 15?
Yeah.
All with the Eagles too, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Who's the next one? Because they got a few old.
They got a few guys
that.
Well, they just Lane Johnson just reworked his contract. They had a couple on his. I think like new money onto it. I think he got like 3 extra years, I believe.
And Lane been there since that 2017. He was on that 2017 team.
Yeah.
Whew.
And Mike McDonald believes Sam Darnold has yet to play his best football.
Well, yeah.
And Kirk Cousins is still on pace for a trade or a release, but that could be around the. I think if it does happen to be around the draft, if it happens.
A release. That means who's the backup?
Right.
There is no backup.
Yeah,
exactly.
Why would you release him without a backup option?
So with the Kirk Cousins thing, like how Cleveland and Philly did, it was a quarterback swap. Even though you kind of feel like maybe KP was a little bit of an upgrade over DTR. No matter what, though, it was a swap for a swap and an added draft pick. Now, in that situation, would they let Kirk Cousins go and not bring a quarterback in? Whether they cut him, well, if they cut him, then they ain't bringing no quarterback in. But, if they do trade him, would they be asking? Because, like you said, kid, they ain't going to have no backup. Their quarterback room is going to be sus.
And how much of that money has already been paid? That the guaranteed portion.
Well, he just got $10 million.
I think $100 million. So he got 90, I think, last year, and then he got a $10 million roster bonus on Sunday. Yep.
Yeah. So
he's due 20 or 10.
I think.
Now for the rest of the season, I'll pull it up. I'll go to Sports Track.
Now Garrett Wilson is reportedly thrilled as pie to have his Buckeye reunion with quarterback Justin Fields in New York.
Yeah, I think it's a good situation for them.
Yeah, let's go, man. And the Titans are still fielding multiple calls on the first pick. And now the Steelers are interested in Jackson Dart in the first round.
That's crazy. I seen the Saints this morning.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I seen the Saints at 9 taking him this morning.
Yeah, wow. And I saw a couple mock drafts that Shedeur Sanders slipped to 22.
Whoa, I think I have seen that as well too.
I saw two of them this morning. I was like, what?
Can y'all see it? Can y'all see it on the screen?
Yeah.
$90 million guaranteed as signing bonus plus 2024 salary plus 2025 salary. 2026 roster bonus, $10 million fully guaranteed the 5th league day of 2025, injury guaranteed at signing. And then 2025 base is 27.5, signing is 12.5, cap hit 40, cap percent is 14.33 of their cap, and then 75 million dead cap for this year.
Oh wow.
I wouldn't imagine them cutting him then.
Yeah, then it's a cut to be cut.
That's wild to cut him.
That's a lot to cut him.
Well, Cincinnati.
I guess we've seen the Broncos did the same thing to the Russell Wilson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson.
They paid him to go away.
They're like, well, you know what? You're annoying.
Well,
come on now, we need you up out of here.
Well, Cincinnati is working to retain Trey Hendrickson, and discussions are ongoing between the two sides on a new deal.
That's right.
We know what just happened. Well, Cincinnati just broke the bank on 2 of their players.
Yeah.
They signed Jamar Chase to a 4-year, $160 million extension. And then on top of that, they got T. Higgins for 4 years, $115 million.
And his first 2 years is what's guaranteed in the contract, huh?
Yeah. And then the big news was Texans put the big old bag down on Derek Stingley. 3-year extension, $90 million and $89 million guaranteed. Just reset the market at $30 million a year.
100%, big
and that money was well worth it too.
100%. Shout out to Derek, man. He did his motherfucking thing. Well deserved, bro. The defensive pieces over there, or just in that defense, or that whole defense in general, is got a lot of hype coming into it this coming year. 100%, man. And I'm excited to see what the Texans is going to do, bro.
Well, the Eagles just signed linebacker Azil Ojulari for a 1-year deal with $4 million.
That's big.
Yeah.
Who else they just brought in? They just brought in somebody else too.
I can't keep track.
It was the pass rusher. The Eagles just brought.
They have another guy that was on the Georgia Bulldogs. They added to that. That was Ojulari.
Yeah, I think they just added somebody else too. I was going through the free agency shit. Damn, I'm burnt right now. Please forgive me.
And so.
Sting. We got the bee stings in the building, man. Talk about it, Peacock.
And Kyler Murray's 2026 base salary became fully guaranteed.
Kyler, COD's GOAT, Call of Duty's GOAT, Kyler Murray himself.
And Daniel Jones looks forward to having a chance to compete with Anthony Richards for the Colts starting job, which I think he's going to take off and run pretty fast.
Yeah, he know he can beat him out.
Yeah. So, but no,
What's up, Taz?
it's no.
Hold on. I'll be right back, my G's.
Kenna, where do you see that wide receiver from Arizona going in the draft? Top 5, or a little outside the top 5?
Yeah, top 10. He had a
his
pretty good pro day, I guess.
Yeah, he had a nice one.
24 teams showed up. Ran a solid 40 time. I mean, we don't need him to be the burner like Xavier Worthy, but running a 4.48 and having that size and those mitts, like his hands are huge, and he can take the ball out of the air with ease. He's definitely he uses his hands better than probably anybody in this class. Just watch the highlight reel. He uses his hands very well. So I expect him to be the first wide receiver off the board.
What's his name? Tutankhamun?
Yeah.
Tatora, something.
Oh, okay. When you said yep, I was like, his name is really Tutankhamun? Like the Pharaoh?
Not Tut, but Tet. Yeah.
Tet. Yeah. I said Tutankhamun. I was just, you know what I mean? They might have remixed it.
He can go to my Jets. If my Jets want a solid outside guy, they could definitely pair.
I don't think he falls past Carolina.
Man, I've been seeing that the fucking Missouri kid going to y'all, bro.
That would be great.
And that shit been pissing me off.
We're in position to take somebody.
It's definitely needed. And if you brought a regime over from Detroit, they're gonna start with the trenches for sure. Like,
talking about Moan Johnny. Hey, Johnny said you said Tut Macamon. Talking about
our man Johnny Mittens.
Yeah, that Missouri, that Armand kid, I forgot his last name, man. They mocking him to y'all, big bro. That shit is really pissing me off.
I don't even know his name because I can't pronounce it, but I just call him the Missouri kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he gave up 2 pressures all year in the SEC. That's pretty damn good.
And I think no penalties.
Yeah.
Okay, Kitty, you think you could out eat him in the eating contest? You versus the kid from Missouri.
I don't know. I'd have to do some background check on him. See what his resume's like.
Gotta scout the kid. Hey, kid would be the one. He'd be the one on the fucking on the staff when you're scouting a player. He'd be like, "What's his eating habits like?"
Come on now. I bet you they ask his ass.
He's a lineman. Can he eat?
I bet you they ask his coaches and all that shit. That man, what is it? What's his diet like, man?
When my lineman comes in there, he better be eating a big ass tomahawk steak. He's just in hand.
Fuck the tomahawk. There's too much bone. Just go straight for like a.
See, my lineman's eating the bones.
Give me the filet mignon. I'll be happy.
No lineman of mine is not eating the bones. Pause.
Hey, that filet mignon pack at Costco, my grandma had me get that for. It come in like just three steaks for like $60, man. My grandma, when I make the Costco run, she'd be like, "Jared, grab me one of them." 100%, she love that shit. Oh, and she still got the George Foreman grill. That's how she make them motherfuckers.
Oh, wow.
Everything. Facts. Everything. She a cold piece
like
of filet.
How God intended.
Oh, everything. Come on now.
You feel
For sure.
Hey, that George Foreman grill, man, he made the boot coup off of that.
Man, he made a killing off that.
I had one.
Hey, Hulk Hogan is like a renowned habitual liar. Now that he's old, he just inserts himself into history. So he claims that he got a phone call and he was heading out. He was like, They're like, "Oh, Mr. Hogan, can we interest you in this grill that we're selling?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not interested, brother."
Yeah, I've been
And
seeing
then
videos lately of Hulk
then they
Hogan
go to
walking around with
George
a cane
Foreman
now.
with it, and then they come out with a George Foreman grill.
So he said he had it first, and he passed it.
Yeah. What is
How
he
many
even saying
days
it for? It
until
just
Las
shows you're an
Vegas?
idiot. You didn't have the foresight that this was going to be huge.
Come on now. Johnny said a real lineman eats rubbery flank steaks like pancakes. Oh, every day. They said should have seen that one being a crap pick.
Dennis, we have 156 days.
Let's go.
There you go, right there.
It's the final countdown.
And then you'll have Will Levis as Mayo commercials. I'll buy the whole beef tenderloin at Costco and cut it into steaks. And it is way. I've seen videos of that on fucking not TikTok, fucking YouTube Shorts, bro. 100% facts. And my grandma got the motherfucking So never mind. But she got the food saver 100% where you vacuum seal the shit 100%. She use it for what it's supposed to be used for. Yeah, she use it for what it's supposed to be used for. Oh, every day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we use it for other alleged things in our day. I ain't never once seen a turkey in a turkey bag.
Come on now, my mom.
That's some funny shit, man.
Pork loin and cut my own chops. That's what's up, big bro. On my mouth.
Yeah, shout out to Candlestick, man. They go to Costco. They'll get the rabbi roast.
Mm-hmm.
That shit goes crazy, bro. I'm Filipino, so we like the fatty shit, though. You know what I mean? All about it,
bro. In the West, come on now.
Justices.
So out of the three big names, OG wide receivers, Digsies, Cooper, and who am I forgetting? Stephon. Oh, Keenan. Ain't no news on them, big bro.
No, man. I don't know. Keenan's drawing this out.
Keenan, I'm gonna put Keenan in New Orleans. I'm gonna put the Pooper Scooper opposite of Ridley in Tennessee, just to give the youngster over there, the young QB, whoever that where I'm assuming is Ward, right? Get him some little weapons over there, quote unquote. And then Diggs, man, I feel like Diggs is gonna be a guy who weights this thing all the way the fuck down and he's gonna act like it's him doing it, but really nobody wants him right now. You know what I mean?
I saw 3 mocks.
And more than likely, I see him circling back around to the Texans, which I think would be dope. I mean, I don't think they have a issue. I don't think they draw issue with him as a player. I mean, he was he was a team captain for right out the gate. They traded for him. Boom. You know, he made such an impact, made him a fucking team captain. You know what I mean? I think he circles back around, and you know what I mean.
Emil said he going back to Buffalo.
Isn't Cooper Kupp in Seattle?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, we're talking about Cooper.
No, you're
Cooper
talking
the
about
Pooper
the
Scooper.
Oh, Amari Cooper. My bad. I'm tired.
No. Because I saw the Chargers had a couple mocks this morning. They had Golden going to the Chargers at 22.
Man, they say Golden is the number one wide receiver as well. I've heard
living your life like it's golden.
Come on now, that's that shit.
He has a pro day coming up. Think it's today or tomorrow. I'm not sure.
And
you need to be sure because you are the ear of the streets, right, Lee?
Texas Pro Day. Texas Pro Day.
Diggs back to Buffalo.
Living life like it's golden.
Right. That'd be some nice help because they definitely need some help over there for sure. The needle for Josh Palmer doesn't move me. And what they got over there in that core, they're expecting
they paid him better move a little bit of the needle, right?
But they're expecting Keon Coleman to have a big significant jump from last year going into this year with the moves that they made just by paying Shakir and only bringing in Josh Allen. You know what I mean?
Keon Coleman on the block in all my dynasties.
But they can do something in the draft too, though. You know what I mean? They got Keon Coleman high in the second round, I think, last year.
March 18th to the 21st is Texas Pro Day.
I feel like they'll go cornerback.
The Bills in the first round?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you can get a receiver, later on in the draft as well. So my thing is if they do invest in another wide receiver, that means, they still bringing in competition. But the competition ain't that great because Keon Coleman was a high second-round pick, so he got a lot of draft capital invested in him, and they need him to take a big step. And Kincaid first-round pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't lying. The Kincaid thing is
that's
where I think they won't go like receiver because they like, okay, if you lock down Shakir, then you bring in Josh Palmer, give him a decent bag. You have Kincaid and Coleman. I think they're pretty good there. Like maybe they draft someone later for some depth or something. But yeah, I think and I'm starting to believe. I was telling this to my man Diamond Joe. Like when it comes to Josh Allen's, like his weaponry, they're all like auxiliary pieces. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to pinpoint them, except for Shakir. I guess Shakir's the one I always forget about. He's actually fairly consistent.
Yeah, he all right. That was one of my guys last year.
He's a good like WR4 to have on your squad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he need to get in the end zone more.
You ain't lying. He's like a really, really poor man's, homeless man's Puka.
Top of the morning, Chase.
What's up, Chase?
I saw that and the Bills fans are saying, hell no. Keon Coleman ain't it, is what Emil said too.
You know what? That kid coming out of college, he was really poor against man and press, but he was a zone killer. And there's guys like Rashid Rice coming out of college was like that. Juju Smith-Schuster was like that. These are the type of guys you need to put them in the slot. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully Keon Coleman put it together in year 2. What was his deal like? That he wasn't playing like a full thing of snaps or something?
Here, I'll pull this shit up right now. Let's go.
Let's go down to Keon Coleman rabbit hole real quick.
What was you saying, big bro?
He had a hard time gaining separation, and then whenever he was targeted, he wasn't catching the ball. He had a lot of drops. But I would say like the last 4 games of the season, it started to look like he was getting it, and maybe it was a confidence thing, getting to know the system, not pressing so much because he wants to be the number 1 on the team. I do feel like he improved as the season went on, though. So that's the plus for me with the kid is he looked better towards the end of the season. So I expect him to continue to grow. Yeah. It's just hard to really base production when you got that receiver room. It's kind of just all over the place sometimes. I don't know what I'm looking at right now on that.
Oh, so this was the game log. So This is week by week. So you got the primary corner that he went up against. Then you got the snap share, the routes ran, targets, reception, receiving yards, and fantasy points week by week.
Okay. And what is that?
And it was basically a typical rookie season to me. That's all it was. It was a lot of ups and downs, you know what I mean? And going into year 2 and him having another year under his belt in the same system, working with Josh Allen, the high draft capital that they invested in him, I want to say it was an early second round. They're banking on him to take that next level. And, every receiver just don't come out the gate just booming, you know what I mean? Like a Jettis or a Chase or Odell missed 4 games and still had
that's why those guys were first rounders too,
yards, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes this shit take time for them to grow. But as long as he's progressing and once he start getting, that chemistry with Josh Allen, bro, I'm telling you, it's going to pay off. Is it going to be this year or next year, though? You know what I mean? And Buffalo is banking on it this year because of what they have done in the offseason. But yet, we still got the draft here. But I like Bo said, I don't think they invest no high capital into a tight end or into a receiver because they've done it already. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I think they have a higher probability of taking a running back at one point because they like to keep their running back room like thick.
Fresh, yeah.
And then we.
But here's another thing too, Joe Brady.
So, like somebody said something about the separation. So you got right here the target separation, the receiver's average of yard separation from his assigned defender at the moment the pass arrives. 1.07. He was 103rd at at the position. Then both said like
we can get him up to 50.
So
we
he
can get him up
barely
to 50
ran,
overall.
But see, also, so if he can't separate and if in the slot, you know what I mean, it's hard to press, it's hard to jam in the slot. You know what I mean? He only ran 63 routes, or only 63 snaps out of the slot. You know what
using
I mean?
him incorrectly, or that spot's already occupied by a Kincaid or a Shakir.
100%.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Coleman, they needed to expand his route tree and get him in the slot more.
And Brown only had 57 targets, so in a what he played 15 games. It looked like he might have played 16 games, bro. In the regular season, he only had 57 targets with 29 receptions. So that damn near was like almost over 50% of his receptions to targets. I mean his targets.
Yeah, the percentage, the catch percentage isn't that bad.
Yeah, he was hardly used.
Yeah. And I think that is that could be a product of him. Maybe the Joe Brady system's a little, he's a little slow to learn it. And I will say, you go back to Carolina in 2020 when Joe Brady got his first crack at it. He had Teddy Roosevelt at QB, and then he had my man Robbie Anderson, the string bean. He had Curtis 50 Cent Samuel, and then he had who's the third? Oh, they had DJ Moore, and he had all three of them finish in the top 25. So like,
right, I remember that.
Yeah, so like if we get Josh, I mean Josh Allen isn't a guy who's not throwing the ball either. He's throwing that thing. It's just they spread it around a lot. So if they get a little higher volume,
I'm glad you said that because his ADOT was 15.2, which was 8th at the position, and his yards per reception 19.2, which was 4th at the position. But we didn't get a lot of targets and receptions to see that progress even further, and hopefully we see that this year, and then hopefully it transpires to a lot of fantasy points, because it, the writing on the wall for what they invested in him and the way he was used last year, even though it wasn't a lot. And you look at these advanced metrics, the ADOT 15.2. They taking the shots, the yards per reception.
Yes, they need to get him closer to the best.
It's almost 2 first downs on 1 catch. And also, what did we say? What did I say? What did I see? The target separation. So they need to use him more in the motherfucking slot, because he can't separate on the outside. So they need to use him in the slot where he can't get jammed at, where he can't get pressed at. He get the free release.
Give him a little cushion.
One thing I noticed was the talent. I don't know what the last page with the cornerbacks on it.
Here we go.
Are those the guys that he was that were on the other side? He was facing against.
Yeah, so it says primary corner. So week 1 it was Sterling Thomas, and then you had Jalen Ramsey, Ronald Darby, Brandon Stevens, Kamari Lassiter, Sauce Garner, Javaris Brownlee Jr., Reek Woolen, Jalen Ramsey again. excuse me, the rookie Teron Arnold, Christian Gonzalez, DJ Reed, Alex Austin. Now we in the playoffs with Surtain, Wiggins, and McDuffie, and then it shows the percentage of those corners that was locked, for how much they were locked up on him for the game or for the snap share that he was on the field.
I love the advanced joints.
And this is a free wall, y'all. So when I do my fantasy solo videos, this is one of the websites that I highly use when I break my shit down, 100%. And it's free, 100%.
And as I say, if it's free, it's for me.
Come on now. So shout out to Keon, man. They got a lot invested in him.
They got a lot of. He got a lot of potential here.
Are we avoiding Kincaid this year? I wouldn't avoid him, because you're not expecting a lot out of it. He's not getting drafted to where you're expecting a lot out of him, because like we was running down earlier, Jonnu, GKO, Du Bugatti. You got Loveland and another tight end from Penn State that's coming in, who say, the Penn State tight end is a top 10 pick, or he's supposed to be top 10 pick.
Like Carolina,
so you never know what's going on with the tight ends, SLP, everything. Yeah, so you getting Kincaid at a bargain this year, bro. You getting Evan Ingram at a bargain this year. You're getting Auden at a bargain. Likely
you can wait on tight ends. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You know what I mean?
I feel like I do put Kincaid like in the touchdown or bust like category because like they just and what sucks is that like I don't think he can
And
block
Dawson
at
is
all.
still there though.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it is the system there. And
No, Dawson Knox is still there.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just about to get to that. They run a lot of 12s, especially in the red zone, because you know what I mean. You have the threat for the rushing game, and then he snakes a lot of those touchdowns too. Maybe even not a lot, just the one or the maybe the 4 or 5 touchdowns that we would hope a Kincaid can get on the season. Dawson Knox threatens every one of them. You know what I mean?
Right. Facts, bro. I mean, that's the same thing with us though. So when we brought in Luke got 3 years, 22 million, I think. That means he's gonna be on the field, bro.
Yeah, he's the kid coming out of Jacksonville. He qualified for this metric, like because it's like however many snaps to qualify or whatever.
Yeah,
but he was top 5 graded in run blocking, and he was pretty good graded too in pass pro. So like what I mean, he's brought in for a reason.
So that means we're gonna run a lot of 12 personnel though, bro. 100%.
I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, that would be what our personnel would call for, right? I mean,
bro, that's why we need the kid out of motherfucking Missouri, man. We can't let Gang Green take that motherfucker. We need Genty. Oh well, no, they got Brees, so let me take that back. We need Tet or the kid out of what's
Warren.
the tight end name out of fucking Penn
Warren.
State. We need them two to fall so they can take him, and we need that motherfucking tackle out of Missouri.
In the off chance that one of those guys fall out of the top 10, we are the first pick right out the top 10, and I feel like somebody they're gonna want that motherfucker, and then we would trade back. That's what I would want us to do.
You know what else?
This could be the re-up draft here. I'm getting 2019 vibes, where like we're coming off this terrible 2018 season because of the Jimmy injury or whatever, and nobody is expecting shit. You know what I mean? And we read up in that draft, and all the youngsters hit. So I'm holding out hope because you know what I mean. Like,
so the thing is, right? I've been going down the Jahad Campbell rabbit hole, right?
Right.
And if the right tackle Missouri kid if he's not there, right? They say that some of them D tackles or them motherfucking edge rushers might not be the best player available at the 11th pick. So this Jahad Campbell shit, right? I've been going down there and maybe pairing him.
I don't know if Campbell falls out of the top 10, right?
Huh?
Like there's teams like Carolina, if they don't go offense, if they don't go one of the offensive weapons, I can see them going pass rusher. I mean, they don't.
Carolina got to go
got notable off the edge. You know what I mean?
Carolina got to go offense because they ain't invested in their offense in the whole offseason. It's been all damn near defensive players. They need offensive weapons.
Oh yeah, they did beef up their defense.
They need offensive weapon bad.
Yeah, they were spending some shmoney.
But also, you know what I mean, with the Niners thing is like, right, one thing that's like, because I've been going down, a lot of the 49er content on YouTube.
Shout out to the gang.
Shout out to the gang, man, 100%. And what they've been talking about is like, if you go on the roster and look at the roster, who's on the roster right now, it's only like 3 defensive linemen. You got the kid that was McPherson, who was a undrafted rookie last year who made the team. They put a lot of money in him. You got Bosa and it's somebody else. So you need defensive line. Your linebacker.
This is a D tackle enriched.
And you need corners. The corners only on the roster right now is
Lenore,
is Green, Diamador, and somebody else. Even though you just signed 2 safeties, you know what I mean, to go on top of the rookies. I mean the young bulls that we got. But this is going to be a whole defensive draft for us. Basically, what I'm saying, bro.
Did Asante Samuel sign anywhere?
I don't think
so.
No,
not yet. No, he hasn't signed. He's still
probably because he's whack. That's why. I'll take some Asante Samuel at this point.
Yeah, because look at DJ Reed. DJ Reed was the first one off the board, I think.
Yeah, where did he got a nice little bag too, huh?
Yeah, he did. Let me see where DJ Reed went. Because DJ Reed got paid.
Yeah, where'd he go?
Did he go to Pittsburgh?
Oh no, he didn't go to Pittsburgh.
No.
Slay went to Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Super Bowl champion Slay.
Well, Lee probably gonna get to it before me.
What? No.
Good looking, bro.
The Vikings are signing wide receiver Tim Jones.
Who they get?
Tim Jones, a nobody.
They signed?
Some wide receiver named Tim Jones. He's a scrub.
Oh, that's my cousin, bro. Show some respect.
Well, I ain't gonna disrespect your
Cousin Timmy Jones.
What cornerback we looking for again?
Reed.
DJ Reed.
Where'd DJ go? Let me take this phone call real quick.
I don't know. Okay.
Let me look in the chat. Somebody might got it in the chat. Peacock said, yes, it's like the plague. It's Shakira or bust. Shakira. That make me happy. You already know how I feel about Shakira. Tupac, Amir, Shakira, Khalil Shakira.
Oh, he went to DJ Reed?
Yeah.
The Lions, I believe.
That's where he went?
Yeah, I think so. I think that was their only splash in free agency. Yeah. Yeah, he signed a 3-year deal with the Lions.
Oh, wow.
3 years, $48 million he got. 3 years, 48, and he got $32 million fully guaranteed.
That's big. That's big. Now all they need is Aiden Hutchinson to stay healthy. They had a lot of injuries too, though, last year.
They did. That whole team was banged up.
Them is facts.
After 1 week, it was another, and then someone else went down. God, it was a long laundry list. I know that. Pause. On that kind of stuff.
Yabora, Skipper, Davenport, Lopez, Barnes. Where did Barnes come from? Signed a 3 year, $16 million, fully guaranteed at signing. Oh yeah, they gave him half of his contract up front. Where did Derek Barnes come from?
The Lions.
Oh, they re-signed him.
Oh, the Lions picked him up.
Derek Barnes.
He already had him.
They already had him.
Oh, they already have. That's right.
Okay.
Oh shit! Can't remember that.
Oh, I swear that I thought I heard Lee say they signed Kim Ji. Kim Ji Yong.
Kim Jong-un.
They're gonna flag us for saying his name. Oh,
Oh man.
Let's see what else we got, bro. Free agency tracker. Damn, why does my shit? I keep pressing the mouse in. It pushes it all the way. Damn it. Oh, the fucking Titans. With them only bringing in Brandon Allen, I think that's the only quarterback on their shit.
Yeah, that's it. So
Is it Shador or is it Cam?
I think it's Cam. Everything I saw this morning on NFL Network is all everything's pointing towards Cam going to the Titans, unless there's a big, huge trade.
So if it's one of these quarterbacks at one, and I've been seeing that fucking Cleveland wants the kid out of fucking Penn State, Carter. So does that mean that the quarterback slide to fucking New York, the Giants?
Well, it depends on what the Giants do. I mean, it also depends on Aaron Rodgers, what happens. But I think the Giants are going to sign someone. I mean, Rodgers is holding up many franchises, like 3 or 4 teams right now. What's going on? That when I draft a quarterback, it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
But
there's the veteran dominoes still kind of have to tumble first.
Yeah, to see exactly what happens in the draft. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, if old crazy ass Aaron Rodgers actually holds this thing up, just for even if everyone decides to move on, but he tries to hold him to after the draft. He could be waiting to see if like, all right, like say for example, he knows New York's going to draft a QB. He don't want to go there and be like, all right. Then he starts playing bad. They move on to a youngster. You know what I mean? Then same thing with the Steelers. Like you never know. In the first round, they could draft a QB there. You know what I mean? Don't put it out of the thing. They only got racist Rudolph over there right now.
Yeah, exactly. But
I
you
mean,
look at what the Titans did in free agency,
and then
they got quite a bit of guys that could protect the quarterback.
Not
well,
really.
we know what the Vikings are going to do. They have their backup plan basically is JJ, right?
Yeah.
And I think I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. If he was set on going to the Steelers, because the Steelers they offered Justin Fields a deal that was similar to what he got with New York. So I wouldn't see why not Steelers would have already had a deal prepared. You know what I mean? So I think it truly is on Aaron Rodgers right now. And maybe Minnesota ain't talking nothing that he's trying to hear. You know what I mean?
My thing with if it is really Aaron Rodgers holding a card and he's saying that he's going to wait after the draft, Cleveland has the hottest pick ever because Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
They need a quarterback bad, and if Shador or Jackson Dart, because if Jackson Dart I seen him being mocked in the top 10. So you got two quarterbacks that's available at number 2, even though I'm not projecting Jackson Dart to be the number 2 quarterback, but you still got 2 quarterbacks that's available at number 2. And if Cleveland is okay going with Kenny Pickett or one of them other veterans that's on the market, then they hold all the cards then, because Aaron Rodgers waiting to see after that. So Cleveland can get a king's ransom for that pick and be like, man, fuck them other teams. Like, man, we ain't waiting on you, bro. We gonna go with one of these young boys.
So who do you think will jump up, right? Maybe whoever jumps up doesn't even want a QB. They want Travis Hunter. You know what I mean?
I would say it's New York. I don't know if New York gonna call Cleveland's bluff, but New York can't afford to not call Cleveland's bluff, because I don't know what else they got. Just DeVito on the roster, and what else? You know what I mean? I think Locke is out there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man,
the Loch-Ness monster.
Yeah, the Giants need a quarterback for sure, bro. And I don't know if they can afford to call Cleveland's bluff, because it might be other teams that want to jump up and get Shador or Jackson. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just opposed because Aaron Rodgers is waiting until the draft is over to call where he want to go, or if he don't want to play. You know what I mean? So
I kind of like that Aaron Rodgers is annoying everyone. That's kind of why I like that. Like, stuff like that makes me like the guy. I'm like, look at him pissing everybody off. Like, what are you gonna do, Aaron Rodgers? Like, I'm going on a 30-day retreat to decide. His next challenge is gonna go in like a sauna for like fucking 50 days. He's gonna come out pruned in the motherfucker.
That's why Cam Hayward said what Lee was saying earlier. What Cam Hayward said, man, pick the team or not, man. What you doing? Don't go.
He's getting
fucking damn it. I like Cam Hayward for that. Only the OG can say that.
Come on.
You can't have Patrick Queen over there talking about, hey, you know what, Rodgers, man, hurry the fuck up, bro.
How Bakes is funny.
RELAX.
Relax. No, Dennis, that should be Minnesota. Relax.
I mean, Minnesota, dang, that weaponry though.
Yeah, I mean, you think it wouldn't be a hard decision.
You know,
that's why I think it's about the money with them.
For the psychology of their young QB too, it's like you're gonna bring in Rodgers, he's on a self-righteous mission right now. Aaron Rodgers is like, we don't even know what he truly wants. Is it money? Is it like a real chance of winning? Because if he sees Minnesota like that, he don't give a fuck about that kid. He's gonna be like, watch and learn, kid. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they're still trying to but I guess it's not uncommon these days to see this. I mean, we saw Cleveland the last 20 years just roll through fucking first round QBs. You saw the entirety of the 2021 class outside of Trevor Lawrence has a gig right now. You know what I mean? Like you just see these first round QBs that it's they get a rough go at it. Not everyone can be a Baker and they get a chance at and keep proving yourself over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, like Anthony Richardson, done. Probably like you'll see like halfway through the season if he ain't showing enough that he's done. What is it, in year 3 of Anthony Richardson?
Year 2.
No, this is year 3.
For Richardson?
This is year 3.
Yeah, because he got hurt his rookie year.
Oh, that's right.
He
My
sat
bad.
out for a long time.
If he doesn't do enough for this year, they're not going. At minimum, they're not picking up his 5th-year option. You know what I mean?
Debo Samuel's gonna wear number 1 in Washington.
I think he wore 1 with us. Also, he changed his number to 1.
He changed from 18 or 19. He was 19.
Yeah, he was 19. And he changed it to 1 his last season with us. The last season that didn't matter.
All right, this just came out. The Patriots were extremely wary of negative impact of a demanding veteran wide receiver could have on rookie quarterback Drake May, and they weren't in the game on talented guys like DK Metcalf and Devonta Adams because of that, because of the extremely wary. I don't know how to put it in the chat.
Devontae wasn't going near for sure.
Yeah,
they want to get a weapon for their young QB. That's a veteran weapon that can, help their young QB, which could be in the form of AJ Brown in a trade. Reunites with Vrabel, who never wanted to trade him in Tennessee.
That is still could happen.
At this point, I don't even give a fuck now. My Niners they're doing all kind of shit. I don't even might just fucking trade them Ayuk. You know what I mean? Just fuck
I
it.
wouldn't be shocked if that happens, to be honest with you.
Fuck it. You know what I mean? We got to figure this out. We'll swap 1s too while we're at it. A man can dream.
And we need some type of compensation for sure. Some high compensation.
Yeah, and pay all the bread. You take all of it. It's your contract now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, New England still got a lot of money to spend. So,
do they? They were spending the bag over there.
They were, but I saw a thing. They still have quite a bit of dough.
Johnny said that's stupid.
You got a rookie QB. You ain't paying him shit, so you ain't lying.
Hold on, I had a picture right here.
All the people on New England that's getting a bag right now too is all the people they just brought in free agency. Oh, I guess Stevenson's getting a bag. It's a decent bag. It's not like anything crazy.
I got it right here. Harold Landry, 3 years, 45. Kalavon Chason, 5-year 1.
Right, the Patriots still have $97 million left.
Morgan Moses, 3-year, 24. Mac Hollins, 2-year, 8. Million Williams is the only one that really got the bag. Is 4-year, 104 with 50 million fully guaranteed. Other than that, everybody else was Carlton Davis, a 3 years.
Okay. Well, this is what we got left. So the Patriots have got 97 million. The Cardinals have 67. Seahawks have 60. The Chargers have 57, and the Lions have 49, and the Titans still have 45.
Who the fuck are the Titans paying? They only got that much bread left.
Well, they
still got Simmons
for the rookies, right?
I think Jeffrey Simmons is free agent right now.
Is he?
I think so. I didn't see it. I mean, I remember I was asleep. I didn't see a name next to him or a team.
The 49ers still have 42 million in cap.
Yeah, there ain't nobody out there for us like that. Johnny said if AJ Brown goes to the Pats, he'll get a Spice Girls tattoo.
I love how random that is. Fuck yeah. He is a Patriots fan, though.
Bakes a lot said, laughing my ass off without without Ayuk. You're looking at Juwan Jennings, Slick Rick, Demarcus Robinson, and fucking Jacob.
It doesn't mean we're done there. It means we draft the new gang members. We doing it. We re-upping in this one.
Brandon isn't going anywhere. If Ayuk leaves, Kittle is gonna eat.
Kittle's probably just gonna eat it.
We brought in a blocking tight end because you know what I'm saying. Like if you look at like Kittle, I think his route participation was like less than 50% on per drop back. So he was out there blocking a lot. You know what I mean? That new free agency acquisition that we brought in, you know what I mean? He could do a lot more blocking, get Kittle out there running more routes.
That's what
The Rock is God.
That's definitely what we need him to do because he played decoy some games where he's just using the blocking game in the run game. 100%. So if Luke Farrell can definitely block, that definitely helps out into our scheme, but also in that 12 personnel too. You could do a whole lot out of that. And with that contract that they signed it for, that boy gonna be on the field. 3 years, 21. That means he getting at least 9, between 7 and 9 guaranteed. That's 2 years worth of work for him. I want to pull his shit up. Probably isn't 2 or it's just probably 1 or 2.
I don't have nothing for a crutch.
Oh, here we go, right here. 3 years, 20, average salary 6.7, total guaranteed 11 million. They don't got it broken down yet.
Who's this right here?
This is Furl.
Oh, Furl. Furl.
You's a fool, bro. Shout out to the Furley Ghost,
Yeah,
man.
man,
Rest
the
in
Furley
peace,
Ghost.
big bro. You's a fool, bro. Oh my mama.
That's just stupid.
Let's see.
The Furley Ghost.
What else we got?
RADIO. Finna throw the thing back like G.I. Joe. Lionel. Decepticon.
Come on now. That was one of them old school beats on that shit.
Yeah. On the radio.
On everything. That is it, huh?
Dum, 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 dum.
Hey, so why Russ ain't got no team?
Cause you know what?
He's still waiting
No
on
one
the
can
Aaron Rodgers
stand
effect.
Russ, bruh. He's a corny as all hell.
Well, I
He's
know
a
famous
vegetarian, it's a
Jameis
bad thing.
famous Jameis was in New York yesterday.
Right. See.
Okay. Yeah, let's get him with Nabbers. Let's go. Slinging it.
Man, Nabbers would be feeding him.
He's going.
But we know that Jameis is coming in basically as a backup, but Russ is looking for maybe like a bridge-like type shit, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
is he waiting on Rodgers, or is the other franchises that need a quarterback waiting on Rodgers to give him a deal?
Okay, look at this. I had a thought about this. So with Russ, it's like they'll be like, okay, Russ, former Super Bowl champion Russ, or not former, Super Bowl champion Russ, right? Routinely in the playoffs. But then when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, this is someone we viewed as like one of the greatest. You know what I mean? They'll always wait on Aaron Rodgers before Russ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
22 because they both only got one ring. But Aaron Rodgers is just the multi MVP. You know what I mean? I would still kick the I would always want to kick the tires on the Aaron Rodgers before old Russ with his catchphrases and shit.
Oh, I'm getting sick.
Where would Russ go? What would Russ saying be if he was in like Tennessee? He'd be like, Music City, let's ride.
Well, that's in Nashville. Ain't they in Nashville?
Yeah, he'd be like, Music City,
some
let's ride.
country like type saying, country music type saying. Sierra might come out with a country album like
There you go.
Beyonce. You know what I mean?
They're all doing it now. See? Tennessee.
Johnny said Russ is a corny ass weirdo.
See? You just gotta believe, man.
Top of the morning, Ron. We got the other half of the Ignorant Thinkers podcast in the building.
Ron?
What's up, Ron? Dirty Birds in the building, man.
Yeah, man, the Dirty Birds.
Hey, what's the price of Kirk Cousins, Ron?
Let me get Kirk Cousins for like $8.
Is it 3 7th-round picks, big bro? Is that's what gonna get the job done?
Yeah, earlier there was a Lee had sent us some shit. It was like Joe Milton. Someone was interested. Joe Milton go for a 3rd round. I'm like, hell no. Who the fuck's giving him a 3rd round for Joe Milton? Really?
Yeah, somebody said that in the chat earlier too.
I mean,
everything. We got Prime in the building. What's up, gents?
What's up, Prime?
Oh, it's my buddy Robert from the baseball league.
Okay, that's your boy. That's your boy, Prime. Bro? It's funny because I was like, that ain't my Prime. Shout out to Prime One though.
Here we go, right here. Why would what the fuck? Why would Milton Warren III and the Patriots drafted him in the 6th?
I don't know. The Patriots are asking a 3rd round pick for him.
Those Patriots are hell. They wheel and deal, man.
Maybe they think that this draft class is really weak and the top talent gets taken and somebody's gonna be desperate, and I don't know.
Desperate people, man, they do desperate things.
Exactly.
I don't see the team that's in disparity like that. To need, like, you know what we need to do? Trade for that Joe Milton kid. Like, there's, you know what I mean? Even Minnesota, when you hear things like, oh, they're looking to trade for like a Sam Howell or something like that, that's because they're looking for someone to go behind JJ at that point. Then, you know what I mean? Which, because somebody's propaganda too. It's means of war. You know what I mean? You could be Minnesota could be putting it out like, yeah, all right, let's go look at these like backup style quarterbacks. Show Aaron Rodgers, hey, we're not really fucking with you anymore. You know what I mean? Aaron Rodgers like, hold on, just wait another 2 months. I'll have my decision.
Yeah, it's gonna take us very little time.
That's why the Browns hold the number 2. They hold the whole motherfucking chips in their hand. Especially if they rumored to take Abdul Qadir, man, whatever team that is thirsty for a quarterback, man, they gonna jump up and go get that number 2 pick. I just sent you the invite, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan, join us on the dark side.
Johnny said Russ talks like an undercover cop at a rave.
Huh. Hey man, you got any of those things, man? Those I'm gonna have a good time, man. Some party favors, man.
That stuff that keeps you up.
He comes up saying the wrong name. Hey man, you got any of that Linda, man? Linda,
right.
Man, Linda, man. Marcy, I think that's her name, Marcy. You mean Molly, bro?
Marcy.
You're under arrest.
He said Marcy.
He doesn't even know the name, huh? Hey, what
up,
got you there, Mandy?
What's up?
What's up,
big Brad?
What's up?
Rush Prime said, my bro Lee in the house. You know what I mean? Appreciate you for pulling up, Prime. Banks a lot said, Dangerous is that kid that sat by himself in the corner at lunch with all the expensive shit his parents brought him.
That's cold.
Hey, did he have like a Kaepernick story too? Was he adopted by a white family?
That cold right there. That
I don't know.
That cold.
That's cold right there, bro.
Hey, look, we're just speaking the truth. Is it cold or is it the truth?
I cannot judge nobody.
Yeah, I'm not God either.
But
opinions, right?
Kirk Cousins, to me.
Okay, how about this? Speak purely football. All right. Would you want rest to your Dirty Birds?
No, because future.
Yeah, okay, but I guess you can't think hypothetically. You don't have.
He says because of future.
Future.
You can't have future and
right.
at the same time.
I thought he said we got the future. You're right, Future the rapper. Hey, you know what's funny is like he be I seen videos he be throwing the ball with the kid and shit, but baby Future.
That don't mean nothing. Future. No. Everything that look good, not good.
You know what's funny about Russ too is like because one thing I couldn't stand is almost just as much as Russ is that goddamn Sierra.
Well, you gotta look at it. You want somebody so-called in the news somewhat, and you want somebody that what females call Russell Wilson a nerd. So
Yeah, he's a nerd.
so they blend good together.
Hey, see, after Sierra was running around and sitting on all kind of chairs,
Hey,
down with the rest.
I cannot judge.
Guy.
I cannot judge. If he like it, I love it.
Yeah, I'm not God either.
More power to him. But the whole Kirk Cousins, I would tell you fourth. Cleveland, where you at?
I feel like Russ, I feel like Russ would be because what Stefanski really wants to do. Here's what's weird. What Stefanski want to do is run the ball and keep everything short every so often and cork one on play action. You know what I mean? He was trying to, when he was doing that with Baker, Baker wanted to sling it. But what's funny is when you get someone like Joe Flacco in there who just he's OG. He's like, I screw that, I'm doing this now. You're changing the plays, but he know the playbook. So you know what I'm saying? He was able to get them into the playoffs for real. Like he was out there.
You gotta look at it.
But even
Flacco is a vet. He been around. He's seen everything.
Yeah. Okay. So and back in 2014, he played it. He had success in Kubiak's system. You know what I mean? Because they had Kubiak over there as their OC in Baltimore. Right. So like you got Stefanski. He's a product of Kubiak, so they were able to get Joe Flacco just off the couch, legit. You know what I mean?
So they know each other.
But then you get someone like Jameis Winston in there on the flip side, who goes in there, kind of does his own thing, but in a bad way. You know what I mean? Because he's like, "Fuck it, we're slinging it." You know what I mean? And he throwing picks and all kind of shit. You know what I mean? So like, Russ is a safe guy, is what I was getting at. He takes care of the ball.
Somewhat.
I mean, maybe not so much last year. It was kind of a bad. He didn't fumble as much as he threw picks last year. But he's a guy who
you don't got no defense or no offensive line, it would make any quarterback look bad.
Fact.
If you cannot stop nobody on third down, it will make your quarterback look bad. Make that make sense?
You ain't lying. That was kind of the Steelers too at the end of the year.
Right. Yeah. So you to put up points, what they did, Pittsburgh did, but you cannot stop nobody. Your defense is going to get tired.
That's true.
And never any of our teams. We are to put up points, but your defense, sorry as hell.
Look at the Chip Kelly era in the NFL. The first
bingo. He did put up points, but no defense.
Yeah, they were scoring so fucking fast. They were winning games, losing time of possession.
Right.
But their defense would be gassed.
Right. And look at my team. Look at my team last year. We put up almost 30 points a game against Tampa Bay. My defense got tired. Against Washington, we put up points. My defense got tired. So what I'm trying to say, you did have all the wide receivers, all the tight end, but if you cannot stop nobody on defense, you will lose every time.
You ain't lying.
I'm not playing.
As they say, defense wins championships.
Right. Look at Cincinnati. Look who they got.
I mean, shit. The other example I could think of is when Seattle played Denver. You know what I mean? You had the number one offense versus the number one defense, but Denver that year, their defense was who? You know what I mean?
Right. So if you cannot stop nobody on
Carolina, defense, number one offense in 2015, playing the number one defense in Denver on years later. You know what I mean? So, you saw what happened in that Super Bowl.
Right. So if you cannot stop nobody on defense, 9 times 10 you might not win that game. Even on Madden. Let's be honest. You just put up 40, 50 points, but you still got to stop somebody on defense.
This is football 101.
What's up?
You must stop them.
All right. So
it's cold in the motherfucker today.
I like what the Chargers doing though.
Yeah, they're getting real monstrous in the
Yeah,
trenches.
the
Yeah, we got a
Chargers
big line now.
y'all looking good out here. I got to go and give you your props. Y'all looking good out here.
All they need now is weapons, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think y'all can get that in the draft.
Yep.
Yeah. And the
No,
Jets.
I was impressed what we got. We got some big boys.
Yeah. The Jets looking good too. So shout out to I love the Jets head coach.
Yeah,
I think he's going to change the culture. I think they're going to do a lot better this year.
Yeah, I think y'all might be in the playoffs this year. To be honest, Rich.
Oh, kid, I would love that.
we gotta get a weapon or two, but it'll be nice to see Justin Fields have an opportunity. I've always kind of liked to root for the kid, and this is going to be something not new to him. He's gone to a new offense almost every year of his career. So at least this time around, there's not a lot of noise saying, "Oh shit, we got some guy here that might be better option," or "What are we doing next year?" I don't think we're talking about grabbing a high draft pick with Justin Fields as the quarterback. If we do, then that's okay, because next year's quarterback class is looking pretty nice.
Not really.
It's better than this year's.
Not really.
Oh yeah. My favorite, Haynes King. Yeah, he's probably he should have came out this year, but he might be coming out as the number one quarterback in the nation this time around. So
besides the Texas Longhorn quarterback,
no, not Archie. No, Archie's not as good as Haynes King.
You sure?
Yeah. Haynes King is Josh Allen 2.0. You heard it here.
All right. We gonna see.
He took Georgia to 8 overtimes.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not mad, but I think Archie just a chip off of the old block. Just that Peyton Manning blood in him.
Well, if he might be more like Eli, or actually, I think he is.
You cold.
we gotta wait and see. We gotta see him actually play a college season, because he's been the backup, or he come in and play some late games and stuff like that. But he's still young too. I think if he could get 2 seasons in the college, he might not even come out next year. He got the bag. He don't have no financial gains out of leaving college, because he's getting paid like a mother. He's getting paid like a motherfucking NFL quarterback right now in the college.
Yeah, but the problem is,
if he doesn't come out firing and looking like the number one quarterback in the nation, then he would probably benefit from just staying till his senior year.
Right. But the problem is, when he do decide to come out, what team would draft him?
Whoever's got early pick, I'm sure, because they're not going to probably be in a good quarterback position.
Now, be honest. I don't see the Browns doing that.
Doing well this year? Yeah, that's probably true.
And if he go over there, oh Lord,
Tennessee, that team's not going to go nowhere this year. But they're probably going to take Cam Ward this season.
Right. So they don't need no quarterback. If you look at the team,
the Dolphins, maybe they get sick of injuries.
Yeah. Because you cannot depend on Tua. He got so many head injuries.
Yeah, he don't even act. he doesn't act right. He acts like he had a bunch of fucking injuries.
I'm gonna
You're
pull
like,
up his contract.
Right. That's because they be rushing him back in there. You
Yeah.
give this man all this money, and money talk bullshit walk. And I cannot step away from the game because I'm making how much money he making. You see what I'm saying? Some people just don't know how to just stop playing football. Mentally, you messed up 20 years, 30 years from now, but right now, it's not safe for him. It is not safe.
For Tua, he had 39.1 cap hit this year. Next year, he's a 56.4 cap hit.
Yeah.
27, 53 in 2028 at 65. So they're going to have to restructure his shit pretty soon.
They're going to have to, yeah.
50, 53, and then 65 for the next 3 after this year.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
A lot of paper. So
and they not doing nothing though. That's another thing.
That we know of.
Right.
I mean, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes right now.
2025 guaranteed 25 million guaranteed exercise between March 12th and March 14th in 2025. 54 million 2026 compensation fully guaranteed March 14th 2025 injury guaranteed at signing. Damn.
See,
he is getting Kawhi.
What?
Yeah, he's getting money.
It's all front loaded for his motherfucking ass.
Yeah. Miami, I don't think they got any taxes on.
And he got his incentives over here. 2025 through 2028 playing time playoff incentives is a 50% regular season plus wild card win an extra $250K. Regular season plus divisional round win $500K.
Make the playoffs first.
Right. Conference championship and win another $500,000. And if he gets the Super Bowl win, it's an extra $1 million. So playoff run will get him 2.5 2.2 million everything for a whole playoff run, a Super Bowl run.
That's a pipe dream for
that's a pipe dream.
That's a pipe
dream.
Yeah. That's up in smoke.
Right. All the smoke.
That's a lot of smoke. That's nothing flashing
Right.
around there.
Because I don't see Miami doing nothing this year.
Yeah, they got a long way to go, big bro.
And they wide receiver crybaby to me. So
I'm surprised they didn't trade his ass paws because you know what? They could have got something from him.
Right. It might be coming. You'd be surprised.
Oh, there's still a long way to go that could happen. So yes.
Right. They might trade him during draft. I mean,
Bogey said
I could see New England doing a trade like that. Go get him.
Right.
Who knows?
The young Manning kid is going to the Saints and do what his grandpappy couldn't do. The Saints are probably going to be really bad this year.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to the Saints. And just why they love that kid behind David Carr.
Rattler?
Rattler?
They love him.
Is that right?
Rattle off a few good games before.
I don't think they're sold on
before Manning's available. Because if you don't rattle off a couple games, they might not feel the same way tomorrow as they do today.
Exactly.
I mean, I got family in New Orleans, and they were like, the whole front office just love this kid. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he very good. He this, he that. I said, what?
But what did he do, though? I mean, I understand he only played, 2 games?
Right, that's my point. He ain't do nothing. But they're like, oh, you got to give him time. He had injuries. The wide receiver core were injured. I'm like, if you say so. But to me, To me, he like you cannot get Patrick Mahomes,
He
but
had 1,317 yards last year
right
and
And
4
how many games he
touchdowns.
played?
He
How many
played.
games he did that in league?
He
four
played 7 games.
oh
7
seven
games. He had 7 games he was in. He had what does he have? 130 completions, 4 touchdowns, and then he had 146 rushing yards.
See, they
But he
love
had
that
5
kid.
interceptions too.
4 to 5,
Yeah.
4 TDs, 5 picks.
They're not bad though.
Not bad, but you think that he played sporadically. He didn't get to play. I mean, you give him a full off season to develop. You
Right,
never know what he can do. But
right.
they did. I did read stuff that they do want to have. They have him going in as the quote unquote. If Carr is still there, but how long could Carr get cut? But he's got a lot of dead cap space. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of the mocks having them going to cornerback out of Michigan. I think his name is Will Johnson.
Yeah,
Right.
he's the
I
top
don't.
corner.
I think David Carr will get checked or
Get
get traded.
Well, what he did with his contract is they restructured it, right? So
Right.
it's all turned into what was it a signing bonus or something like that? So it's
Yeah.
not it would have been a $42 million dead hit. There's nothing there now. It's all like it's nothing. So they're basically fine. They're out of that now.
Right.
So they don't have to worry about that big financial burden right there.
But you still got to put a defense.
Oh yeah,
You know,
for sure.
they got a lot of older players on that.
Oh, they
team.
have quite a few. You got Cam Jordan there. You got so many players that need to.
They brought DeMario back. DeMario like 35.
They got
I
about
seen
3
that
or
on
4
his
guys
shit.
that can
Right.
They can head for the retirement squad.
Right.
They brought Matthew back. They brought Tyrann Matthew back.
Yeah, and
Right.
he came back on a restructured deal too.
Demario Davis, was he been in the game? Was he the same year as Bobby Wagner or the year before it?
I think the year before.
I think the year before it.
What else? Levante David too, huh? And for the Bucks, man, these fools have been going forever.
So the what I'm saying, you got to replace all the players with rookies, in my opinion. And
they're gonna get Arch Manning next year.
I think they will keep Spencer Rattler or whatever his name is.
I mean, I would say based on what? Question mark.
Yeah, Mel Kiper had Jackson Darts in him this morning.
A small sample size. That's about it. That's all here we got.
You know what though? This would be a great experiment though. You first step, he outright beats Carr, or Carr does Carr things, plays terrible. Then you get a good look at Spencer Rattler, and then all in all, you could rack up a bunch of L's, and you'll be right in line for a QB the following year if it didn't work out.
I'm finna say this: a homeless man to beat David Carr.
I think there's actually a story out there where an actual homeless man beat Derek Carr.
Everybody, when he came to our division, everybody was like, "Oh, y'all got competition." I like, where? Who? David Carr? Who? Who?
What I call him is a used car. He's
right. A putt.
He's a putt for sure. Or as Jamie said, he's a lemon.
Right. Time you get down the street, he break down. Sound like David Carr to me?
Derek Carr's a good Christian, but all the praying to white Jesus isn't gonna make him any great.
And like,
he's not it.
And I told my homeboy, I said, the Saints, they got who? David Carr? Are you serious to me? This who's gonna take your franchise to the next level? Okay. Thank you.
I mean, and not one playoff appearance, and multiple times in a row they were like a game out because the division was like bad all around. You know what I mean? Like 9-7 or 10-7 was, or was it 9-8 or 10-7 was winning the division the last couple of years.
So it like you already know what you're gonna get from Derek Carr. It like
Mascara.
It like you ate something last night and you were like, ooh, what in the refrigerator? You already know what you ate last night. That Derek Carr.
Derek Carr got
already
old
know
leftovers. You just
the
got to throw it
old
away.
line
I
picture.
forgot about this in the fridge for 8 days.
Right.
Throw
8,
it away.
9 days. You know that shit will mess up your stomach.
Throw that shit away.
Food poison.
Right. You know you will have the bubble guts for the next 2 weeks. You already know it.
It's crazy too because Derek Carr, he does just enough to have them mediocre and get
Right,
out of
just
range
enough
of getting
get
a nice caliber player high in
Right.
the draft.
Oh, he decent. No.
You know what's Derek Carr's signature move? He's like, it's fourth quarter, and he's driving to take the lead and the win. And he gets down there in the red zone, throws a pick. The Derek Carr signature
Gives the
move.
game away.
He'll be down there on the 1 yard line. Whoop, throw a pick.
Mm.
Seen him do it multiple times.
I don't know who was Derek Carr or Will Levis.
No, look, and there go Beck. Speaking of Will Levis, he said, "What's going on with Will Levis? You think they trade him to someone like to be a backup if they draft a QB? I doubt that they want bad energy in the building."
I
mean,
think that would keep him as a backup.
They gave him a solid shot. But then
Right.
last year he got injured, and then Mason Rudolph just, you know what I mean? That was the 2024 Will Levis story. I mean, these quarterbacks, like okay, for example, what's his name? Malik Willis. You know what I mean? He actually, he got traded
He
to.
he is a trade candidate. I did read that
Yeah,
Green
but
Bay has put him up.
Malik Willis is a guy who, because he actually got, he actually won some meaningful, well, maybe not meaningful games. They were early in the season. They were still meaningful, though. I mean, no Jordan Love. He stepped up in a big way. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not, they just handed it off to Jacobs 30 times or not. So, but Will Levis, he's just, he's a cool story for fantasy. He plays from behind, pause. So he's just throwing it a shitload. You know what I mean? Got mayonnaise all over his hand, pause.
Oh,
is it a Miracle Whip or is it regular mayonnaise?
I don't know. It might be that Hemlins. What's it called with an H?
Hellman's?
Hellman's? Yeah, I think it's the.
Are we looking for light or creamy?
I think he was legit in the Hellman's commercial.
Wow, that's crazy.
If not, my version's better. If someone tells you different,
Talk about it. Let's see what else we got. I'm over here fighting.
Yeah, I'm trying to think like where. I mean, I feel like he's the guy that will end up still in Tennessee and just be like in the media talking about, I understand my role and just gotta do what's best for the team. And
I'm looking at the Saints acquisition so far. They brought in Dante Pettis.
Mm-hmm.
And they re-signed Jawan Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Brought in a tight end named Jack Stahl.
Mm-hmm.
D lineman Devon Gachul.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Jordan bringing back. Chase Young got a 3-year 51. They brought in Isaac Yidiam. And they brought in Justin Reed. So yeah, wasn't no noise made over there.
They're gonna have a savvy little duo back there with the Honey Badger and Justin Reed.
I mean, Justin Reed, I like that kid.
Yeah, he's good.
I did think he wanted to get paid. And,
sure.
He went to the Saints. To me.
I mean, and same thing with the Honey Badger. Like after the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots life after the Chiefs. He was like, I'm gonna go home.
But
get paid.
But will you take a cheap deal to stay on a Super Bowl team, or will you want to get paid? And you don't never see another Super Bowl.
I guess.
Well, I think the Honey Badger. Don't the Honey Badger got a ring already though?
Yep.
Yeah, he did with Kansas City, right?
He beat my Niners in the 2019 season.
But if you look at it, a lot of these players, they get the ring, then they get the bag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in this case, Justin Reed, he got 2 rings.
Right. So it like, well, let me go find such a will give me $50 million.
100%. You got to strike. You got to strike while you hot.
Well,
You ain't
well,
lying.
do you want to go to a
And
bad
it's-
team too?
And it's like you know damn well you're not going to the Saints. I'm like, all right,
Right.
whatever, man.
Oh, we gonna do something this year. No. Stop it.
And New Orleans is an awesome place to be posted at. You feel me?
Yeah, the thing with Justin Reed is that's his second contract because didn't he get drafted by the Texans?
He got traded by the Texans.
Yeah.
So
he got like a little mini extension.
But
exactly. So this is his first bag. So I don't give a fuck what team. I done got a Super Bowl ring, and now they finna throw this motherfucking all this fetty eye at me, man. Okay, man, run that right now.
So it like you go there to get a bag, but you know you will not see another Super Bowl in like 80 years.
Yeah, but see, Justin Reed, his brother Eric Reed, you know what I mean, when he was at Stanford and he was playing with the Niners, you know what I mean, some families ain't well off, you know what I mean, so a lot of these players don't even be playing for the motherfucking ring. They be playing for the contract. I've heard some former athletes say that, you know what I mean? My main goal is to take care of my family.
Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp. I don't know. You look at Seattle like, okay.
But once again, you know you will not, if you go to a bad team, you know you will not see no Super Bowl no time soon.
Right.
Now keep it 100. Let's just say he went to Tennessee Titans. We all know Ray Charles.
Remember the Titans?
Stevie Wonder even know the Titans will not go to no Super Bowl no time soon. I don't see they beating the Bills, Cincinnati, Kansas City. I don't see it. Baltimore. You got to beat all these teams in the playoffs to get to that Super Bowl. I don't see Tennessee doing shit.
Tennessee.
That was my song.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee ain't nowhere. Tennessee is a long way away.
Right. So,
you know what I mean? They always say, though, you can always tell the writing on the wall. Like, Tennessee really only had a couple notable playoff runs in their franchise existence. So a lot of these franchises aren't really oriented in getting into the playoffs and making noise. Some of them is just really into the business of being in the NFL.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Look at Trevor Lawrence. He was supposed to be the next coming of Jabez.
See,
you know what I mean? But he went to Jacksonville because they had, you know what I mean? Because they were there. They had the first overall pick, and you know, he has one playoff appearance.
But would he have put that Eli Manning?
Yeah, Eli. I mean, you know what's funny? It's like that's that script shit for real. He's like, my son's not going.
Right. Would he have put that Eli Manning? Oh, my son not going.
Hey, shout out to Corey 2K Highlights. He said, my boy Levis is a walking meme. I ain't trusting a grown man that puts mayo and coffee as my QB1. Hey, shout out to Corey 2K Highlights. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, shout out to Corey.
And I'm not even trying to.
Hey, Will Levis is a greasy motherfucker.
But I'm not even trying to diss Tennessee like that. But we all know.
Here you go. This is a comment for you, Lee. My bad, Ron.
Yeah, but
go ahead, Cook, Ron. I just wanted Lee to read the comment. My bad.
We all know Tennessee not going nowhere no time soon. We all know that. So, what do they got to offer over there?
Just money.
Okay. So, can we say Tennessee is the old school Browns back in the day?
No, the Browns got playoff wins under their
belt. No. I'm talking about you go somewhere and your career over.
First year.
What? Your career over. You get bad, you go there, and your career over. We don't never see you again.
Hey, Corey, he may have that one win, but that might be his only win.
I mean,
And it
that's
was
why.
against
That's
y'all.
why
Was it against y'all
happy.
too?
Yeah, 27
Neon
going around.
Dion Senior.
Right.
He said, "My no son of mine's going to the Cleveland Browns."
Facts.
You know what I
You
mean?
see?
Like you don't want him to go to
Tennessee is a new
no
17 Brown. See?
I can see that happening too, but I don't want them to 0-17. Maybe go 2-15. I don't know.
Maybe because you gotta look at you got the Houston, Texas in that division.
You're going 0-2 there.
You got who else in that
Indianapolis.
division?
They got the
0-2.
Colts. Maybe they split with the Colts.
Split the Colts, yeah.
Right. So those are two teams right there in that division you gotta get past.
The Colts been floating on the playoffs the last 2 years, even with Era 5. Gardner Minshew almost got him in there, and last year they were on the outside like the motherfucking.
Matt Milano just agreed to a reduction in pay to stay in Buffalo.
You see what I mean?
I like that. I like that.
You see what I mean? People, some of these players will take a cheaper deal.
Hey Corey, I got a drop for you. Hold on, let me find it. My bad, Ryan. My bad, Ryan.
You gotta
cook, Ryan.
Some of these players will take a cheap deal to stay where they at instead of going to a bad team.
I mean, but if it's for the bag, though, bro, I mean, you can't be mad. You know what I mean? Because like, if you on your second contract, and we can already tell when you sign and where you sign, and when the details come out, what it's really about. Like, I just seen, because like I said at the beginning of the show, I've been a lot on 49ers content on YouTube, right?
What?
And the rumor is now that Dre Greenlaw, his contract is really only 1 year guaranteed for like 11 million or 10.5, and the Niners let him walk. So that tells you really too, on top of the Ayuk trade rumors and all the other signings, is they trying to get up under the cap, bro. 100%. If you let the heart and soul of your defense go for 10.5, and it's really only 1 year guaranteed on his 3-year deal, that's pennies, bro. 100%. And that's
you gotta look at it.
On the dollar.
You gotta look at it. What y'all been doing for a long time. Y'all get to the mountaintop and y'all don't finish.
Facts.
Bring it up.
Now it's like y'all players were like, you know what? I tired of this shit.
Right.
I tired of this shit. I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Debo.
Yeah, that's what Corey said. My Niners need to make moves. Matter of fact, let's get Steph Diggs to replace Honey Buns, Debo Samuel. Don't mention Greenlaw. Him leaving is my breaking point. Yeah, me and Buggy is Niner fans too, big bro. So we know what you're talking about.
We are gang members.
Y'all, I like what the 49ers are doing.
I do too, Ron.
And remember this, I was the first one to say y'all was going to be dangerous 5 years ago. On top your ish.
Talk about.
I mean, listen, I'm getting 2019 vibes because in 2019,
right?
You know what I'm saying? We hit on a bunch of our draft picks. We read up real nice right there.
Right.
We said we got a shitload of picks this year, bro. So
I'm
holding out hope.
Shanahan saying, you know what? I tired of all this fuck shit. I finna clean house and I finna start over. And if
I'm glad you're
over this year. Yeah.
I'm glad you're not a part of the Niners front office right now.
I mean, I keep it 100 with you.
No, I know.
The writing's on the wall.
The writing on the wall.
I believe in something intangible. His pappy was the OC the last time we went to the promised land and closed the deal.
It like the writing on the wall that was like, to me, Debo should have been gone a long time ago.
Sacrifice or the prophecy.
Right. Debo, to me, he should have been
players are just
traded a long time ago, to me.
I mean, I wish we would have got Debo one.
Nah, because I wouldn't say that because I wouldn't say that just because of
McCaffrey
year. Yeah, the year that the Eagles lost.
The year you got McCaffrey, you got to have a whole roster of weapons.
What?
But we got production out of
then he
Debo.
gets hurt, and that really kind of like ruined your season.
Right.
But
right. You got production out of Debo, but you also got injuries out of Debo.
Yeah, no, I mean, but that's part of the game, though. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, you can
you
say
know,
the same thing
but he
for
was a
AJ
big
Brown.
part of our offense.
Right.
And like I
AJ
said,
Brown's
when we
he's
lost
like
the year
not
that,
even a
we
running back
lost to
receiver,
the
like
Eagles in the
Debo.
NFC Championship,
Right.
big part of the offense. In the following year, we go to the Super Bowl,
Right.
even though
Of
the
course.
numbers weren't there, but he averaged 500-600 yards as a receiver. You know what I mean? When you got C-Mac running the ball all the time, it's gonna take away from him even getting attempts in the backfield. You know what I mean? And you had the emergence of Brandon Ayuk and Juwan Jennings, who, if we would have won the Super Bowl 2 years ago, he might have been the Super Bowl MVP 100%. So we had offense.
Let me say this. A lot of wear and tear is not good for your body. Now, I finna ask y'all, is Debo a wide receiver or what? What he is?
He's Debo.
Hey, no, he's a playmaker, bro.
What I'm trying to say.
Playmaker shirts on neonpeacockmerch.com, by the way.
That's why Debo, like, right, when Debo, the way he get used in the Shanahan offense, he can get on wheel routes. He can get on a drag routes. He can get used behind the line of scrimmage. He can use 3 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. You know what I mean? He's fucking everywhere, bro. And fucking Cliff finna do the same thing for him.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is a lot of that wear and tear took a toll on his body.
For sure. I mean, 2021, he was. How many carries did he get that year? 150 or something like that. You know what I mean? That and that was the year too. He stayed durable.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so we saw he was number 2 receiver overall, only behind the Triple Crown Cooper Kupp that year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm not taking nothing away from him, but I don't want no I on my team.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I love Debo.
I don't think he know I though.
Culture, but
Debo ain't no I. You know what I mean?
Y'all don't think Debo is an I guy
last year?
I guy like me first? You talking
about
me first?
Me.
Hell no. Debo team first, bro. You know, it shows when Debo come out in the locker room and it's him and it's Suge and Pac. They the baby Suge and Pac, and they the leaders of the team, bro. Everybody else come out behind them or on the side of them, bro.
But it also
everybody comes out with a boombox. Debo started that thing.
What I'm trying to say, it also say when your other wide receiver got paid.
Would you have took Debo on the
mean, but Debo set the tone for Ayuk to get paid because Debo had to hold out to get his dough. You know what I mean? And Debo was probably telling him in his ear, "Can you hear me now, bruh? Do what you got to do to get paid." And he got $30 million. We just said not too long ago, Ayuk ain't no $30 million receiver. And Ayuk said he would have took $25 million if they would have came at me in April and May and all that. But since they made me wait, I had to hit him over the head, homie. Don't play. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, though. It's the market, big bro.
Well, what I'm trying to say is, I would take less to keep the team together. So because y'all got a championship team, right? No,
we've been exposed for the last 2 years, big bro.
Okay, so I would keep a defensive coordinator.
I mean, we brought back Salah.
Yeah, this year. But remember, y'all had what's his name? I mean, y'all fired him after the
Steve Wilkes.
Yeah, y'all fired him after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because it was his fault.
So, like I told y'all a couple of years ago, you run the ball.
And I think that's why with the Luke Farrell signing and Luke Farrell getting 20-something million in 3 years, he's a blocking tight end. He can pass block, bro. They going to use him a lot to get back to the run game. And that's why the Jordan Mason move makes a lot of sense to me. He was an undrafted free agent. He came up, he played behind Jahmyr Gibbs. We get him. He's only making like 500,000, 600,000, 700,000. We get him. It takes for him 3 years for him to finally break out. He break out his contract year. We flip him. They pay him $5 million for this season. We move up around. Man, we just flipped him, bro. We can't give him $5 million, man.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I'm just saying about the moves that we've been making,
Right.
bro. I'm not mad.
Y'all making good moves.
Dre Greenlaw, he just didn't want to stay with us neither. He was like, all right,
Oh, and
Y'all
he's an
making
opportunity.
off to a new
no,
chapter.
y'all making really good moves. Y'all playing chess. Y'all not playing checkers.
We're gonna re-up in this draft.
Y'all playing chess. I've been watching y'all for a long time. I know how Shanahan get down. I seen it with my own 2 eyes.
He was scorned by him.
Trust me, I can't stand the motherfucker.
Hey, I always say there's a thin line between arrogance and genius.
Right,
And that's
right.
Shanahan.
So don't get me wrong. I give him mad props, but you can't do it by yourself. You're not Jordan.
This is what I'll give Shanahan props though, because you know what I mean.
He a mastermind.
We got like a third of the league is all from his tree, and they're all head coaches. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody gets poached from him, and he still continues to have success. You know what I mean? So I as a Niner faithful, you know what I'm saying, I'm the ever optimistic, but I also have zero expectation. And that's usually where it works out for me.
Basically, I think y'all going to the playoffs this year.
That's some.
We got a last place schedule.
That's a bold statement. I'm saying
because
right
this
now.
why
That's
I
bold.
just told you about Shanahan. Y'all get to the playoffs since y'all been having Shanahan. Yes or no?
I think it was minus like 3 seasons.
Okay, so what y'all do when y'all get in the playoffs? That beyond me, but y'all will get there.
Yeah, for sure. No, them is facts.
4 seasons.
Yeah, because
2020,
the COVID year, the motherfuckers, the turf monster at the MetLife in New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. That was the 2020 year. Everybody died.
That following year is when we lost to the Rams in the NFC Championship.
Yeah. Then the next year, the Brock gets killed by Hassan Reddick.
On everything. Fuck
the
his
NFC
elbow up on everything.
Then we go to the Super Bowl and lose in overtime.
So, 19, he came in 17. He came in 2017, 19, we in there. So, yeah, he's definitely had a good run for sure. And then the cold thing is like, right, you know, it's only been an 8-year run, even though they ain't sealed the deal. But the motherfucker has been there with the players that we have let go. So it is time to move on, bro.
Right.
You can't pay everybody forever, bro.
Right. It's time to move on. It's time to get fresh over there. It's time to.
We're gonna re-up. We got 12 picks. We got 12. We got 12 picks this draft.
No,
it's time for this draft. Let's go.
It's time for Shanahan to talk to his father.
Didn't you just pick up picks in that deal with the Mason deal?
Yeah, they swapped.
Yeah,
they swapped,
okay.
and then they moved up one round.
Let's go.
I was thinking.
It's time for Shanahan to talk to his father.
Corey said, all I'm saying, we're not rebuilding. We're just gonna fix missing the pieces this draft.
We ain't rebuilding, we retooling. That's what I've been saying too. Man, shout out to Corey. I'm fucking with that.
100%. O-line is the main thing we need, and more pass rush to help Bosa and Fred Warner. Yeah, that offense, the edge is trash right now, bro. Purdy had a nice season, but the O-line was straight dog shit. And one thing that I was saying too, though, right? So I've been going, like I said, I've been going down the rabbit hole about this Niner content. And one of the guys that goes on Grant Cohen's show, and he's a hell of a follow. Please forgive me, not remember his name. His YouTube channel name is the Coaching something.
Right.
But bruh said at the 11th pick, if the Missouri kid is not there, and we're picking at 11, the best player available at 11 is the kid from Alabama, Jahad Campbell, right? And so even though we need defensive line and offensive line, man, I've been going down to fucking Jahad Campbell ever since they've been bringing up Jahad Campbell. I've been going down that rabbit hole, man. That motherfucking Jahad Campbell has lined up on the outside. He's using the pass rush. He's used in coverage. It's breaking up passes. Then he's also used in the middle as a middle linebacker. That motherfucker plays all 3 phases of linebacker, bro.
I'm finna tell you that Jahad Campbell, I know him very well. He's just like Walker from Georgia. He did play anywhere on the defensive line and secondary. He did line up and he will knock you on your shit in a heartbeat. He is a hitter.
Yeah, I like Campbell, bro. What I've been seeing, bro.
He is an old school throwback. He a throwback.
100%.
He from the old school. He will put you on your ass. No ifs, buts about it.
What about the safety from Georgia? I can't pronounce his last name, bro. They say he going in the top 20.
He might go top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah, he that good.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thoughts from Georgia? Yeah. Top 10.
What's the other man? It's another. Hold on, let me put this other
top
name.
10. Maybe he's a top 10 talent, but like
no. They don't make.
Oh, I'll take that back. He's from South Carolina, big bruh. The safety from South Carolina.
Oh,
in the Marnery.
In my opinion, I would love for my team to take him.
He that nasty, big bro.
He that nasty.
Oh my mama.
Oh, there you go, Raheem Morris over there.
He remind me of the throwback y'all had a long time ago. Ronnie Lott.
Oh, Ronnie Lott.
He remind me of that.
Like that.
Okay. Hold on.
He remind me of that.
Is he willing to tear his finger off in the
look,
battle?
Yeah.
Hey, so on my list of notes on the IDP draft, that boy up there.
He remind me of that.
That boy up there. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh,
he that vicious.
Oh, everything.
Like if 3 players in this draft, I would love to get Walker from Georgia,
Walker. Let me see if
Campbell from Bama, and the safety from South Carolina.
Jalen Walker.
Jalen Walker.
Yeah, I got him written down too.
He just like Campbell. They play middle linebacker, outside linebacker, and defensive line.
Get the fuck out of here.
I seen them with my own eyes.
All right. Yeah, that bro written down on my mama.
And he is another thumper.
This is a thumper.
Come on now.
He will take your what his name? He will snatch your soul out of your body. He one of those. No shit.
Wake your motherfucking game up.
Right, no shit. Right? Look at the Texas game in college.
Yeah. That's Jalen Walker?
Yeah, all day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my mama. I'm going to pull his ass up, pull him up. Pause. Oh, everything. Let me see. Oh, let me get y'all tots because we was talking about Carolina and they moves free agency center. So only offensive person they brought in is Rico, right? Re-signing Brady, Christian. And
shout out to our man Rico Suave.
Signed a 2-year deal. So this is edge. So besides Rico, all they did was bring in all defensive players. Are they a wild card at the 8th or 9th spot wherever they pick to get like Ted? They might not get the running back Genty because of what they did with Chuba. But what else? I mean, the other running back. I mean, the other receiver Golden. I don't know, you know what I mean? Or if they trade a candidate to trade back and somebody jumps up at that 8th spot to jump up and get somebody because they invested nothing but in the defense in this offseason.
I tell see they need offensive line help.
Carolina?
Bad. Yes, bad. If I mean they got better during the season.
Offensive line was actually fairly good last year, actually.
During the season, they got better, but if you look at the beginning of the season, you be like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, they were giving up like some of the least pressures to.
Right, they were giving up the cheats.
The Chiefs.
Oh, what's up?
Like they were at the club or something.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna pull up the draft order.
They need offensive line hat. They need another running back. They need another
receiver. Even because you got Thielen. Thielen, he's good when he's on the field, but he getting up there.
Right.
He's getting up there in age,
And
yeah.
who they had? They had Coker. I think Coker had a few games, but yeah, they definitely need some help
Yeah.
over there in the receiving game
But
as well.
but me, I will not spend no draft pick on no wide receiver. I would go get one out of free agent. There like 40 of them in there in free agent. To
For
me,
the Panthers,
yeah, go get a wide receiver out of free agent.
yeah, you still got Keenan, you still got Cooper, you still got Diggs. Let me see what else is out there.
The Cooper Scooper.
The Cooper Scooper, right? Facts, 100%. Yeah, they definitely need a lot of help. But see, that's the thing though. Like if they're not in love with nobody at that pick, and say like if they don't want to go defensive line, which they still got Derek Brown. I think they brought in another interior lineman, but they let go of Brian Burns. So I mean, pass rusher could be in play right there for them at the A spot for sure. That's what I've been seeing a lot of shit mocked to them as is the pass rusher for sure. But they need help with offense though, especially if you're going, if you're trying to see Bryce Young develop.
Right. I mean, to me, I would not get no wide receiver in the first round. To me, now the tight end from Michigan, legit. The tight end from Penn State, legit.
Those are the only 2 first-round tight ends I can see going.
Right.
So there's a second tier after that.
Right.
Falls into the second and third round.
Right.
But those are the top 2 boys right there.
Right. If they to get one of them to keep on help Bryce develop, that might be dangerous.
I think the Jets get the kid from Penn State, and I think the Chargers get the kid from Michigan.
Ooh.
That's where I think those 2 tight ends land up.
See,
you look at it. The Jets need a tight end. They don't have to. Kidder would know that team better than I would, but I think they need a kind of weapon to go with Justin Fields.
What?
Or add another wide receiver.
They've been talking about Warren for months now, ever since the kid declared. But I'm kind of wishing that we wouldn't. I would rather have the tackle or the wide receiver. I'm really high on that kid out of Arizona. I think he catches the ball with the best of them in this class. Yeah. Like, he's got the best hands. Yeah. They're huge too. Like, I don't know if you ever seen him hold a football, but he's nice. The motherfucker, like, damn near can put his whole hand around the bench.
He's very nice. That kid,
right? And you only got to really worry about like 2 teams that pick in front of you to get him, because like the Raiders, depending on what they want to do, if Gentry falls,
I think that's Gentry,
and then what the Patriots want to do is they want to pass on either the Penn State kid or Travis Hunter. Ted can fall to y'all. Y'all have y'all pick out of Ted or the kid out of Penn State, or even the fucking tackle that I want, big bro. Paul.
Yeah. The Missouri tackle would be nice. Only giving up 2 pressures on a whole season in SEC. That's some wild stuff.
Y'all in a good point at the draft, big bro, for sure.
I would say the Raiders or the Browns might get that running back from the number 1 running back in this draft.
Boise?
Yep. Yep.
You think the Browns would take him at 2?
Well, I don't know if I go that far.
This why they don't who their running back is.
Nobody, just Ford. On everything, facts. If they take Gentry at 2, then that means that fucking New York don't got to trade up. They get the second quarterback. New England get whatever they want at they pick. Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter, and then say like You still got Tet, and then whatever they saying about Jackson Dart, like I said, Mel Kiper got him in at slotted at the ninth spot to the Saints. So if he's even sneaking into just even top 15 talk, man, some of them picks is they about to get moved because a team gonna move up to get Dart. Because Pittsburgh would love for Dart to fall to them.
But
I don't know if this is true or not, but it says here, top 5 pick defensive end Abdul Carter was charged with assaulting a tow truck driver, and it was towing Carter's car for parking without a permit. He fractured the driver's ribs in the process.
Oh,
shit.
That your hit value just went down.
Fuck, bro.
The fuck?
His value just went down. So he might be
I'll put it in the thread on my head.
15 to 20 range now.
Well, teams are still going to take him on talent base only, but it's only going to hurt his freaking, what do they say?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, we just seen it recently, not too long ago with Jalen Carter, and then, you know, what happened with him. You know what I mean? He fell out of the top 3 pick.
Yeah, but he killed someone, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, he did not kill nobody.
No, it was a vehicle. Sorry, excuse me. He didn't kill someone. He was in an accident.
Right. So when stuff like this come out, your value go down.
All it does is hurt your character issue, doesn't it? Pretty much.
And your money issues.
Oh,
man.
yeah, your money thing, yeah.
They don't want nobody to get that top money. Nothing keep it 100. If you're not no quarterback or wide receiver, they're not trying to give you no top money. They're going to trying to figure out and look in your background to bring that to the light.
Yeah, I mean, see what happens there. That's just crazy stuff, though.
They're like, shit, we finna see if you legit. If you're not legit, you finna fall in the draft.
That, you know, for some reason now I'm seeing, oh, well, that just means that he's going to go to the Chiefs.
See, I don't want the rich to keep on getting rich.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Just got a discount. They're going to get the best player.
But no, I'm playing. I
keep this on purpose so he can play with Patrick Mahomes
on the defensive side as well.
Which one?
What's his name? Walker. No, Walker is the kid from Georgia that they say is that his last name is Walker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think he ends up?
I hate to say this.
You think the Eagles?
Yeah.
That's where he wanted to go, wasn't that Dick?
But he from Georgia.
Yeah, okay.
And I love that kid.
Because they say he's at his position. I think he's the second best, maybe sometimes first on some people's boards.
Yeah, I love that kid. Like I just said, I don't want to see the rich keep on getting rich. Philly just won a Super Bowl with nothing but Georgia and Bama players.
But you got to think of it. Philly's going to come soon. And they got to pay those boys, and that's going to be expensive.
So how you gonna pay it?
That's going to be 4 or 5, and they got to pay.
Right? How you gonna pay everybody?
Someone's going to be left out. If not 2 of them, that'll be gone.
So I could see him going to the Chargers, or I could see him going to the Jets because of the new head coach over there. He loves defense.
No, because I don't know how they're going to pay. There's almost 6 defensive players they're going to pay in the span of 2 years. It's going to be impossible.
Who is that?
To keep a team together, the Eagles. They have all those Georgia Bulldogs on that team. They're all going to be paid within a span of 2 years.
It's hard to keep a team like that.
These days, it's hard to keep it gel together. Exactly.
Right. So if you don't pay one, and he might get mad, he might say, "Fuck it, you don't want to pay me. I'm finna go to your rivalry. I'm finna go to Dallas, or I'm finna go to Washington, or I'm finna go wherever."
Yeah.
Because you don't want to pay me my money. Or you paying this guy and you don't want to pay me because of this guy. That's what I meant to say, a me guy, or I guy.
Me.
That
Everything.
dude take less to stay on the team to keep the crew together. It's hard to find those guys.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Like Brady was one of them ones that
Right.
didn't take
Took less.
the fully
Right.
money that he was valued as.
Right. He took less to keep everybody together. He made his money outside of football.
I mean, for the most part, when you even his endorsements,
Right.
it was far and few in the beginning.
Right.
Like the Patriots way was to keep everyone like super low key. But he got married to a broad that had hella money too.
Right. So it like
And
he
at
was
the
not.
same time, he was still always like, if not like top 5, he was right outside of top 5 of paid QBs.
Right.
They were the ones that were doing the cash over cap shit
Right.
before everybody and their mama was doing it. You know what I mean?
So he was not
So he
really
would
worried
restructure
about.
every year. He was still
Right.
getting all his money, but it was friendlier to the cap.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Brady, the GOAT.
I can't stand him, but you know why? You know.
Yeah, I know. And like for me, I grew up obviously my family and a bunch of my boys, all Niners and shit. But I also had a bunch of Raider homies. They hate Tom Brady. And I always liked Tom Brady because of that. One.
Yeah, the tuck rule.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I had $5,000 on
The
that
tuck
game.
rule. Don't bring it up. They don't like that one.
I had $5,000 on that game. Dead serious.
Damn.
Lost $5,000. Like
That's
that.
crazy.
Oh, he was on the Raiders.
Yeah. I wanted to see them win again.
Who, the Raiders?
Yeah, at that time I wanted because I liked it Tim Brown. I like it Jerry Rice.
Charlie Gardner.
Right. I
Carl
like all
Woodson.
the old school players.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see them win one more time, like Jerry Rice, get that last ring and just run off. But that took
Jerry Porter was on that team. Jerry
Yeah.
Porter, Tim Brown, and Jerry Rice. That was a receiving core.
Yeah.
Fucking
That was
Rich Gannon,
dangerous.
everything. That's crazy.
I wanted to see them win. And that tuck rule came, man. I lost $5,000. I said, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you'll always remember the losses.
Yeah.
Facts. Damn, it's colder than a motherfucker back there, boy. I keep turning this heater on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I think I got darker in the past 2 days.
Oh,
shit. It's been so damn cold out here.
Shit. The springtime need to hurry up and come to play.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's gonna be 80 degrees here in Texas all week.
How many you say, bro?
It's gonna be 80 degrees here in Texas all week.
Oh, that's what's up.
You in Texas?
Yeah, I'm in Fort Worth.
Oh.
80 degrees.
I used to live in Massachusetts for 28 years.
I went to Texas. I went to Port Arthur, Texas.
PA.
PA is nice.
And I met Bon B and Pimp C at that time.
That's federal, bro. I didn't know that.
This was like early 2000.
That's federal.
And I didn't know who that was. And everybody in Port Arthur, they were like, they're Bon B and Pimp C. I was like, who?
Yeah.
See, I grew up on Outkast and Goody Mob, and I ain't started listening to Bon B and Pimp C to 2004 and 5.
Yeah, Southern Player Listed Cadillac Music is probably like in my top 5 albums of all time,
Right.
bro.
So it was like, who? And I seen them on BET one day. I was like, holy shit.
Them is the dudes I just met.
Right. I was like, holy shit. And they were in the basement at that time.
Oh wow. Shout out to Rap City in the basement. That's classic shit right there.
So anybody know hip hop, you know about Rap City in the basement.
Them is facts. That's the freestyle booth.
Right. So
Them is facts.
what? The 49ers, y'all gonna be all right.
Yeah, hopefully maybe next year, not this year though.
Like I said, I think y'all will make it to the playoffs.
I just want to see some progression out of Brock, them invest into the main pieces, which is the offense and defensive line. You know what I mean? And then, we'll just put it together after that. Once the offensive line and defensive line get built up, if you do happen to make that investment in the Brocken, which in my opinion, I think they should. You know what I mean? Let's beef this shit up. Pause. And then we'll attack these other positions as we go because Shanahan knows how to scheme people up. He knows what's in his scheme. You know what I mean? That's why we take a IU. That's why we take a Garendo. It's a reason why we take certain Pearsall. You know what I mean? Right. Certain players fit your shit, and Shanahan is good at identifying that. You know what I mean? So that's why we need to invest in the offense and defensive line, in my opinion.
I don't think Seattle doing anything this year.
They're a dark horse, in my opinion, big bro. If they can get some quality play out of Sam Darnold, I know that the defense is still young, but the run game that they have over there, you know what I mean? If you could take a little bit of pressure off of Sam Darnold in that run game, which you got two running backs that are capable of hitting for 1,000 yards.
Right, but me personally, I don't think Sam Darnold will have the year he had last year.
I agree with that. 4,000 yards, 35 TDs. No.
Right. I think he's going to come back to reality now.
Oh, yeah. I think you're going to see it much.
Life,
right.
Back to reality.
I think Seattle head coach going to be like, what the hell are you doing out there?
They don't know nothing about no loose ends, big bro. That's why it went over their head.
So,
back to reality. Yeah, that's that shit right there.
The one thing, only thing y'all got to worry about, Seattle.
No, the Rams, big bro. Rams going back to back NFC.
The Rams are crazy.
That's where your battle going to come in at. I could see y'all fighting with the Rams.
Nah, the Rams, bro. The Rams ain't lost not a step, bro. The only thing that's holding the Rams back is health going into this year.
Here's what we got.
Young defense. They got better on offense by addition, by subtraction.
We got a last place schedule. We take advantage of it. We're in the mix here.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah,
but I think
being in the mix is like being a 19 in the West, man. You on the motherfucking playing looking, and you on the outside looking in. Your hopes and prayers come down to one fucking game.
I think y'all going to battle with the Rams. Like, I think y'all will win a game. They will win a game. That's what I think.
Well, I mean, that first the game that we played them early, it was a hell of a game, but they end up pulling out on that one.
Right.
Because our defense was giving up a bunch of fourth quarter leads like that first 5-6 weeks.
Right.
For real.
And it was multiple penalties extending those drives as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, hopefully that's what Salah brings to the table and helps adjust that shit as well. But you know what I mean? Look at what you're asking for and nothing but draft picks, because if you go look at the depth of the defensive line and the secondary, that's where most of your picks is going, bro, because you ain't invested them in wide receiver, because you got a shitload of wide receivers, especially if you buy you might put one in a running back because you let Mason go, but you got Taylor and Israel Abanikanda, if that makes any, if that makes, does anything for you. So basically what I'm saying, all these picks is mainly going to the motherfucking defensive side of the ball.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, we're gonna re-up, get young. Salah's a good rah-rah guy. Fire up these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? got Bosa, need some help on the other side somehow, some way. At least when we had Salah, and then we went from to D'Amico after. Basically, he's a product of Salah. Kind of adopted a lot of the same scheme. But my point being is like we were able to put anyone opposite of Bosa, and they would rack up a bunch of sacks too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we also had Buckner there too. We also had Buckner during them days, and we can't stop nothing up the middle. And the defensive tackle position is weak as shit on our team as well. So that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like you weak on your offensive line, you weak on your defensive line. So a lot of that capital that we got, especially with the signings that we made in the offseason, that we're weak at, is going to be all young players, and it's going to be invested in the trenches and a little bit in the secondary.
Mm-hmm. A lot of D tackles in this draft. As they say, or as
pass rushers.
Yeah.
I mean, they say that James Pierce is projected to go into the back end of the first round. Pause. And James Pierce is one of the motherfucking top pass rushers in the.
You know why? You know why?
Say it again, big bro.
You know why?
Talk about it.
His attitude.
His attitude, huh? Top of it, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah. I know they said he got talent, but I wasn't real too familiar with his story.
His got a bad attitude.
Okay.
He think you cannot teach him nothing. Now, he got top 5 talent, but his attitude like 25. Now, can you take the talent, or can his attitude get in the way of the talent?
Man, if that motherfucker got top 5 talent and he got to go in the 20s,
he got top 5 talent.
That's crazy, bro.
I look at his film. He jumped off the TV. He went to Tennessee.
Yep.
He got top 5 talent, but his attitude get in the way. So what?
He totally sounds like someone the Bengals would draft.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Because the Bengals, they don't give a fuck. They always take the value of the bad motherfuckers that fall late in the draft because of some off-field shit. You know what I mean?
So what can you stand if you a head coach? Can you stand the attitude, or can you stand the talent? And you be like, forget the attitude.
It's like the ones that coach Forrest Gump. They're like, he's a stupid son of a bitch, but he sure is fast.
Right.
That's a pass on the bitch right there.
So what if you a head coach? Will you put your job at stake of this top 5 pass rush?
Yeah, I wouldn't draft him top 5.
He got top 5 talent now.
But see, that's my thing. If I feel like that I can coach him up and reel him in, you know what I mean? Then I'll make a move to get like into the early teens or something like that, because I know he ain't gonna go top 5.
Therapy for all my players that get drafted to my team.
But also they saying this the same shit about Shador. It could be smoke and mirrors about this shit about Shador to drive his
go to a shitty
price
team,
down so he can fall to somebody. That might be the same shit about James Pierce too, though.
But the difference between Shador, I want my quarterback to be cocky too.
Them is facts.
Yeah, you're supposed to believe you're the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Right.
And primetime Neon Dion's son. I would fully expect him to be full of himself.
Right. You suppose
who was Colorado's OC?
On the field, it has to show up the match usually.
Who was Colorado's OC last year?
Deion Sanders, I think.
No, I want to say it was Pat Shurmur. So if it was Pat Shurmur, he was in a pro style offense, and he completed 60% of his passes last year, from my understanding.
But everybody don't know this.
Not far off from league average.
Everybody don't know this. I finna put y'all on some game. He been working out with Tom Brady since he was like 11 years old.
Oh yeah, that's his guy.
Hey, they trying to get him. They trying to get him to the Raiders.
That's his guy for sure.
He been working out with Tom Brady.
Saying that, I think he would be great in the Raiders organization.
But the problem is
and learn.
the problem is the same thing. Is he cocky enough?
Hey, look here, my son is not cocky. He just knows what greatness
Or
is.
Joe said the Cincinnati Bengals said we can fix him.
right,
What can go wrong? 100%.
right. But is he?
Shout out to Pac-Man Joe.
Is Deion Sanders' son said, you know what? I'm gonna chill over here on the sideline for a whole year. Will he do that under Geno Smith? And Geno Smith to teach him the game? Or will he be like, you know what? I'm gonna play day one.
I think he's going to want to play day one.
See what I mean? See?
He's going to want to see his worth, I think.
But you can't because they got Geno Smith.
I know.
So it like
it's what do they say? It's the price. It's not the price. It's what does Seattle want to do? Do they want to do this? I mean, it'd be pointless in signing Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying?
right. But still, you got a quarterback. A quarterback don't get it like that.
No, it's going to take a couple of years.
Right. We could be looking at the next Texas quarterback, C.J. Stroud. He got it like that. Or we could say, give him 2 years.
Yeah, I give him 2 years, yeah.
Give Shador 2 years?
Yeah. Because
I don't think Shador makes it to the Raiders for them to allow if they want him
I think it's Gentry.
And I think Shador is drafted within the top 3 because you got Cleveland and New York who need quarterbacks.
But not really.
Why?
The Giants, they could say, fuck it. We going all in with Aaron Rodgers.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers want to play in New York.
I mean, I just saying they could say, you know what, we going all in this year. We finna go get everybody in free agent.
Yeah.
Or
I definitely think that like my spots for Shador definitely I don't think he would mind playing in Cleveland, but I think the chance to put Abdul if they're not in love with Shador, you know what I mean? I think the chance to add Abdul with Myles Garrett or to add Travis Hunter with you know what I mean on that defense / offense, however they go about it with Cleveland, I think that's a done deal with them 100%. I think the number 1 pick is a lock with a quarterback. So like I said, fucking the Giants, the Raiders, fucking
Jets.
who else? Huh?
The Jets.
The Jets. I think they give Fields a shot, and they take somebody to help Fields, whether it's a lineman or a playmaker. I really think that they're gonna give Justin Fields a shot this year, bro. I don't think they bring a quarterback in the first round.
Tennessee.
Yeah, I think they locked in at number 1 with taking a.
I think Cam Ward.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
They came out this morning. NFL Network says all signs point is Cam Ward's going to Tennessee.
See what I mean?
And Joe said he doesn't pass. He doesn't think he gets past the Giants.
No, I don't think he does either.
So you got Cam Ward, one of the best quarterbacks in this draft. He remind me of Malik Willis.
Cam Ward does?
Yes.
Oh no!
Wow.
No.
So they must really love him then.
No.
They're like, let's do it again.
No, let me tell you something. Malik Willis got fought in Tennessee.
Pause.
No did it. And what I mean by that,
till this day.
no, what I mean by that, he did not get a time to shine. Everybody, when he got in Tennessee, everybody was injured. So, of course, a rookie going to look bad. I mean, you don't got no Devin Henry. Your offensive line cannot block for you because most of them were injured.
And they took the male man a year after that.
Right, Will Levis.
Yep, in the second round.
So then he got Malik Willis. Where he went to, Minnesota or what?
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Okay, so now he got time to chill.
Yeah,
to learn from.
And there's a correlation there because Malik Willis did play in the Arthur Smith offense, and Arthur Smith was definitely a product of Matt LaFleur. So
Thank you. Arthur Smith.
I remember to me when they made the trade, I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Right, Arthur Smith. Well,
he's the system guy, and at least he got to show that he's he got career backup in him, bro. I'm telling you, he could be a career.
Arthur Smith loves to run the ball. Hey, y'all know this when Arthur Smith was in Tennessee, Devin Henry was running over everybody.
Yep.
And Tannehill did not do that much.
I mean, you know what's funny though? It's like Tannehill was ultra efficient.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you had even AJ Brown. AJ Brown that rookie year, 2019, he hit for a thou.
Right.
And he only had like 51 receptions or something like that.
Right.
I mean, like
because
it was that play action, bro.
Right. They were running the ball.
And then also Ryan Tannehill, he had like back end QB1 numbers that year. Because like he could hit Derrick Henry with a screen and he'll go 70 because he did that a few times. You know what I mean? AJ Brown was the same. Wide receiver screen, he's to the house. I mean, young AJ was crazy.
Yeah. Look, Joe, Cam is a pocket presence. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but he do run like Malik Willis.
Who's over there? They got the Callahans.
Yeah,
they got some bootlegs over there in their shit. You know
well, once again,
I mean, you know what I'm saying? We you know that if you want to compare to what their time they spent with Joe Burrow and them in Cincy, you know what I mean? They had Joe Burrow running some bootlegs and getting outside the pocket. So I'm just saying, yeah, Cam Ward's actually probably going to be the guy out of this class that he gets thrusted in week 1. Pause. You know what I mean?
100% because Tennessee ain't got all they got is
Brandon
Allen.
They don't
talks to
they don't like Will Levis like that.
None of these motherfuckers.
If you go back and watch the past season, the head coach looked at Will Levis like, motherfucker, what the fuck you doing?
You're still doing that same stupid shit.
Right.
Giving the ball away.
Right. Give it up the penalty draws.
The Bante.
So, do I stick with Will Levis? Hell no.
Nah.
You don't get a long leash as a mid-round quarterback compared to a top 5.
Yeah, for sure. They're gonna let him. I mean, shit. Like I said, you had Callahan. He was there, part of that staff when they had the rookie Joe Burrow. They threw him right in the mix. Like, fucking, you baptize you in fire.
But who did they have before Joe Burrow? Who did they have before Joe Burrow?
Andy Dalton.
I rest my case.
Yeah, I mean, and even with Tannehill, like, okay, look, you go back to 2015, they draft Mariota, and for what it's worth, Mariota got him into the playoffs. They beat the Chiefs? Remember where he threw a touchdown pass to himself because it got deflected? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then this was maybe that was like 2016 season, and then like we saw it, you know, he broke his fibula. Oh no, that might have been even the what season was that? Might have been 26. Either way, he got him into the playoffs one time, and they did beat the Chiefs. So that was pretty crazy. Only to go on and lose to the New England. They what was it? And then New England. It was 2017 because then New England went on to beat Jacksonville in the AFC title game that year. But yeah, my point is, they even when they knew Mariota wasn't going to be their guy, they're like, okay, he ain't the guy. They traded for Tannehill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I remember that was in 2019 when we first started the podcast. And I was like, watch, they're gonna move on from Mariota, and it's not even gonna take an injury.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? By week 3 or 4, they switched up to Tannehill, and it just, you know what I mean? You just needed someone to facilitate that offense. But that's how it is, though. That offense is predicated on the run and the
But
play action.
now
QB friendly.
you got weapons over there. You got Calvin Ridley over there. You got the other wide receiver.
NWI.
Yeah.
No, he in Miami now.
Westbrook Akina.
No, he in Miami.
Well, you got
NWI's in Miami now?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, NWI. Okay.
You got the other wide receiver. I mean, they got some pieces over there. But the problem is,
good pickup for Miami.
Will you trust Tennessee with
I don't trust them.
Or do you? That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they fucked up already when they traded away AJ Brown. I was like, oh, okay, it's going all the way the wrong way.
Right.
What the fuck kind of was there?
But
then they fired the GM shortly after when they
right,
seen how
right after, like boom,
it worked out for them, how good it worked out for the Eagles.
But
and then they moved on from Mike Vrabel because and even
so,
though Mike Vrabel still had them as the number one seed that last year with AJ Brown,
so they were that sucker that you could get over. They were window shopping, and Philly was like, okay, you window shopping, okay, let me young get AJ Brown for you.
Yeah, they're like that's 16 overall, and they're willing to pay him too because that was the whole deal. Remember that Debo was being shopped around too at that time, and they had the same agent, so it was like, you know what I mean. Debo was talks to Philly, and then boom, it was like, okay, no, we're locking in on AJ and Jalen Hurts. This is his man's in real life, like they're like godfathers to each other's sons and type shit. Like, so he was like, you know, apparently he was very vocal about it, like to Harry Roseman, like, go get my guy.
Right.
And they went and got him and paid him. And now they won a Super Bowl. Look at them. Harry Roseman's a fucking genius.
Right. Why? Because he drafted from Georgia, Bama, Florida, Virginia Tech, the SEC.
Exactly. Probably the best football conference in football, in college football.
Right. So it like what I would do is shit. Draft from Georgia and Bama and South Carolina. Shit.
Those are the factories for defense.
Right. You need a running back? Okay, come to the SEC. You need a defensive line or a linebacker? Bama and Georgia. You need a wide receiver? Go to Florida. Or Bama. Or LSU.
LSU, man, Ohio State,
or the Buckeyes.
Yep, LSU and Ohio; those are the receiver factories right there.
So that right there should teach everybody. If you want running back, wide receivers, offensive line, defensive line, those are schools you go to.
There are certain things. It is kind of funny though, because like with Harry Roseman, this motherfucker cannot like draft a linebacker. Maybe they like hit on Nakobe Dean, but Nakobe Dean he's the number 2 piece. But definitely he knows how to attack every angle, especially in free agency. Like even look at the Zach Bond pickup,
right?
Because of their linebackers, he never can hit on his linebackers in the draft like that. He just bring in linebackers.
Right.
They brought in Devin White, tried him out. Zach Bond beat you out. Boom, they just cut Devin White. I don't give a fuck.
And Devin White went back to what? Tampa Bay?
No, he went to Houston.
I thought he went back to Tampa Bay. You sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Devin White?
Tampa let him go to begin with. Then he gets scooped up by the Eagles. Then he's there throughout the entire offseason. He has like contract disputes and he's like, I want more money. Then like Zach Bond just outright beat him out. And then went out start week 1. Zach Bond balled out. They're like, all right, boom, they just cut him. Right. The Texans picked him up along the way like a couple weeks later.
So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So
yeah.
I think he's still floating out there. I don't even think he's on the team right now.
I would love Devin White alongside Warner right now. Just fuck it, do some patchwork. You know what I mean? Let's get Devin White.
Just to have another body in there. That's really the key.
And why not his name be Devin White, right, Kenneth?
I could see y'all getting the dude from the Jets, who they just cut.
DJ Mosley.
Yep.
But you know what though? CJ Mosley ain't the CJ Mosley of old.
He don't need to do that much.
Wasn't his injury a neck injury?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he don't need to do that much. Especially, he knows y'all defensive coordinator.
I think you need a neck to lay hat. I am a doctor.
So
I can hit the drop.
I got you.
I haven't heard that drop in a while.
The
right, Bob.
free agency website right now on the NFL Network website. My bad.
Yeah.
So
Yes, I am a doctor. That shit is stupid. I'm really a doctor. I don't just play one on the podcast.
He's got his PhD.
Yeah. A player hating degree.
So, like I said, I could see y'all getting him with the 49ers. I could see that.
One of my favorite free agents still on the market is Willis.
Man, bring me in like a Jack Gibbons or a fucking
I like Jedrick Willis, bro. He's a former first-round offensive tackle. Just in the 2020 draft, he ain't worked out in Cleveland, man. He needs to change the scenery. If we don't attack the first round, you know what I mean? Maybe this is a somebody we can breathe some life into, bro. No lie.
But yup.
We will not lay down and die.
Fuck, bro.
I like so many players in this draft, but I like one dude on y'all team already. Trent Williams.
Mm-hmm.
He is a monster.
Shanahan was there. The Shanahans were there in Washington when they drafted it.
Right. And I was like, oh my God.
It took him a while, but he circled back around and got the kid. Like,
right. I was like, oh my God. Y'all got this big mother.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way in hell Shanahan get him again. And look what happened. Y'all got him again.
And then we got CMC eventually. Like, it was crazy. Like, and we went all the way and lost in overtime. You know what's crazy? I always say, if I wasn't a 49er fan, I would have said that was one of the best Super Bowls I ever saw. Because it was.
Like I said, I think Shanahan needed to talk to his father. His father used to run the hell out of the football.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what y'all missing. I mean, if Shanahan to learn that, run the ball, then y'all will win the next 4 Super Bowls.
Crazy is like
is Bentley signed?
Who?
Juwan Bentley.
They're New England.
He's coming off the ACL. So that's
I thought they let him go or something.
And I think maybe they just brought him. He's technically still on the Patriots because he got extended like a season ago. Yeah, he got. It's funny how that works out. How he gets the bag, or like his first bag, I should say, and then he tears the shit.
Fucked up.
Yeah, but at least he got the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with Ayuk. Gets the bag, boom. But I also think the holding out shit that fucked him up too, man. Like, you know what I mean? The conditioning starts from a distance. You know what I mean?
But dude, I'm not saying a player should not get the bag. I'm not saying that. Get your money.
You just old CJ Mosley.
But
I saw that myself.
I don't want CJ Mosley. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, that's why I like the Jahad Campbell pick, man. If we don't get no offensive lineman, man,
yeah,
that'd be badass.
Put him with Freddie on everything.
Yeah, you better hope he be there.
With DTs in this draft too.
You better hope he be there. They got him going top 15, top 20.
Yeah, we pick out a number 11.
We got the 11 pick.
I don't think y'all will get him.
You think he goes earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at 11.
Hey, We is talking about Cleveland now. They be doing some Cleveland on the way.
4.
They
at
do
5?
some fucked up shit.
Jacksonville's at 5. 6
What?
is the Raiders. 7 is Atlanta.
Do me.
Yeah, the Bears could take Jihad if Genty don't fall to them as well. That's what I was talking about on Crooked Commish podcast.
But
the Bears
who's
like
that?
they
Jihad? Is that the running back?
pretty good.
Oh no, the tackle.
the running back.
The running back. No, the linebacker. The linebacker Campbell.
Oh, we're talking about Campbell.
Yeah. Campbell.
Campbell fits perfectly in Chicago.
Because Jermaine Edmonds ain't really handling too. Like
Campbell
TJ
nice.
Edwards is doing TJ Edward things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Campbell really nice.
And they kind of gave him.
We need to trade back and get some picks between 16 and 24. Still, we get a player we love.
Yeah, if there's somebody that they're eyeing that's not a top 15, that's not a top 15 pick, and they feel like they can get extra picks and that player's still available, I wouldn't mind that as well. But it just depends on what they're eyeing, big bro. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we drafting for a lot of for positional needs right now. But even though we're drafting for positional needs, we still need to take the best player available.
It's the big re-up.
But the problem is, the players do y'all like, will they be there?
Right.
That the problem.
Make a couple phone calls.
Talk about it.
Might have to call a few people.
I
know people in high places.
I don't think y'all want to trade all the way up and lose a lot of draft picks. If it were me, I would stay where y'all at.
I would like to trade down.
Or trade.
Like trade
Yeah,
down.
that's what Joe said.
Just a little bit in the first round and get a couple, maybe get a third and as well.
How many draft picks y'all got? 12?
It depends on who falls outside of that top 10 that other teams view shouldn't have fell outside that top 10. They're going to come making the phone calls.
Everybody's going to fall.
For sure.
It's going to be a lot of players.
Well, we also hold the cards too, though. Say, like, if Genty falls out the top 10 and he's there where we pick, what teams want to jump up to grab him? So we might be able to pick up some capital like that. You know what I mean?
Steelers. No, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing something out there. I actually think the can look at a QB here if they just stay put. I feel like they get, you know what I mean? One of those.
I think Cleveland or Chicago.
Falls at 20, whatever it is. What do they got? 20.
See, Joe says Samar Moore out of Texas A&M, the pass rusher. To me, he's not that good.
Is that right?
What is it? Because
I don't think I heard of Brad.
Is it because of where he played or what?
No, the sacks. He don't got that many sacks. In college,
hit home.
He don't jump off the string. I would say that.
Joe said if they're going D-line, we can definitely we can for sure get a stud even if we trade back.
Right. D linemen everywhere in this draft.
Yeah.
That everywhere. I mean, it's a really good one. The defensive tackle from Oklahoma, from
what?
Ole Miss,
what?
From Bama, from Washington,
what?
from Missouri, they everywhere in this. So, if you can't get a good defensive tackle in this draft, there's something wrong.
Yeah, this one's enriched with DTs.
Yeah, then that means I want to take Jihad. I want to take the best available.
Yeah, give me the linebacker. Fuck it. Bang bang.
I want to take the best available player at number 11, and then if everything else is deep in the draft, pause on the defense and offensive side of the ball, especially the offensive line and the positions that we need, guard and tackle. Then yeah, we can run it 100%.
Defensive tackle everywhere, linebackers everywhere in this draft. Good ones.
Because we got Dominique Booney in the third round last year, and he's our bona fide starting right guard
in this draft.
Huh?
What was that, JD?
Oh, I said that we got Dominique Pooney in the third round last year, and he's our starting right guard. So there's starters on the offensive line, you know what I mean, in round later rounds in the draft too, though.
Mm-hmm. Give me money.
Facts on my mama. I ain't mad at that one either, because that, you know, we hold the cards right there, bro. Facts. That's just like fucking Cleveland. If Aaron Rodgers don't fucking sign until after the draft, they hold all the cards for Shador.
Right. Or Coach Cousins.
Tupac Shador Sanders.
Right.
They talk about they like Coach Cousins. Hey, give me a fourth.
He's done?
Yeah, give me a fourth. You either have him.
He's done.
Give him a fork.
For a paycheck. So,
Give him a fork.
yeah.
Stick a fork in him.
Yeah.
Hey,
if they gonna be the if they gonna be the sucker, be my guest. Be that sucker.
I will say the Browns are the one that makes sense to me to like be like, all right, here's a fucking, you know, 6th round or 5th round for Cousins or whatever it is, right? Because Cousins got the familiarity with Stefanski going back their time together in Minnesota. You know what I mean?
Or give me a fourth. I don't care. Take him.
Take him. Out of here, right?
By the way, I've been moving him my damn self. I go get the U-Haul.
You gonna pay him all that money?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, do the Denver Broncos Russell Wilson move.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Pay him to go away.
How much is he? 70?
Dump.
Russell Wilson only got like a 6th or a 7th, right?
Right. If they want to get us
a 6th.
If you look at it like this,
Justin Fields, they traded for
it's
him.
always going to be a sucker out here
6
that don't know what the fuck they doing. And if you do get a bargain on Coach Cousins, you get a 4th, and you know he's not worth but a 6, you win it.
Give me money.
I think if you get anything for him, you win.
Yes. Hey, I'll take that too. I'll take that too. So
get a voucher to the snack bar next time you're at.
Get a bologna sandwich.
All right, give me a bologna sandwich with cheese.
Hold on, is it fried bologna?
No, yeah, regular bologna
sandwiches.
Hey, Ron, Kirk Cousins' agent belongs in the Hall of Fame.
Dan Stibbin. I would have paid him with food stamps.
He must give him a good percentage. That's all I gotta say.
I would have paid him $2 in food stamps.
$2 in food stamps. So really $1.
Right. So
yeah, and a bag of fruit snacks.
No, that's too much. Man. That
Kirk Cousins' wife probably says, "Thank you,
hey
sweet
man,
Jesus."
fruit snacks are very underrated, man.
Right, they're very.
I'll be eating the whole box. The kids say, "Oh, where are all the fruit snacks?" I don't know.
What?
I mean,
I bet you he's kind of high on the Christmas list.
Right. They'll be like, everybody goes to Coach Cousins' house. Oh yeah.
No, Uncle Kirk's.
To me,
Kirk gives out the best gifts.
The only way we will trade Kirk, because he did it his way, and you lied. So now, I'm my GM. I'll be like, hey, give me a 4th. I don't care where you go. I try and get something for Coach Cousins because injuries play a factor in the NFL. We've seen a lot of quarterbacks get hurt over the years.
That's why y'all ain't giving up Kirk Cousins unless y'all get a quarterback back.
Because my we were doing that when we had Jimmy trying to move on to Lance. We were like paying a fucking $25 million back.
Right. So that's why we not trading Coach right now. If somebody turns to us and be like, hey, we want Coach Cousins. Okay, give me a 4th or a 5th. You either have.
Is there a post June 1st, like, or does more money kick in June 1st, or is there a post June 1st cut that would save the money? What's the deal with that?
No, either way, the money been gone already.
Okay. He did just get a $10 million roster
Yeah.
bonus. But just
Yeah.
Hey, Kirk Cousins, bro, that's my hero. I'm about getting a bag. Kirk Cousins gets to it.
Hey, we just said if you're not winning a Super Bowl, you get what? You get the money. Okay. He had not went to no damn Super Bowl.
And he got the most money.
Okay.
He may have the most money. It's about it.
Yeah, he done got $100 million in 2 years.
Right. Make sense.
The only team we've saw in recent history to have all their players paid big bucks and win it all was the fucking Eagles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you know what else too though? He got a full no trade clause.
Yep. That's the hang up right there.
But he went to my owner and said he would like to play.
Yeah, he wants to play for a contender, I believe he said.
Well, okay. Give me a
fourth. I want to play for a contender. Well, the Browns, they said they're interested.
Right. Right. You go to the Browns.
Well, unless he's contending for last
Kev
place.
over there? Kev Stefanski.
I wouldn't say last place in that division, but
do you remember last year?
You right, last place.
Corky Kirk last year, he said part of his decision why when he said, "Hey, I want to go to the Falcons," because his wife is from there, and that's what he said. Legit, he's like, "My wife, she's from Atlanta. You know, we're going back home."
He's from Georgia. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? His total guarantee money is gone. He's made his total guarantee in 2 years.
Right.
His total guarantee is $100 million. When he signed, he got 90 last year,
right.
And then last Sunday he got the 10.
So now, like I said, we waiting on somebody to come to us, be like, "Hey, we give you a 4th or a 5th for Kirk Cousins." Huh? Take him. I go get the U-Haul myself.
And get his ass up out of here.
Right.
Hey, look, he didn't cost him so much money that just came out with one of them red wagons, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The radio flyer, the radio flyers.
Long on this. Yeah, the radio woo-wops.
Oh my God, the radio flyer.
To me, I pull up to Chuck Cousins' house. I'll be like, Chuck,
this is all we can afford now.
Right. Get on the U-Haul, Chuck Cousins. You, your wife, your kids. Come on. And they drive him wherever they want to go.
To Ohio.
Yeah, go right to Cleveland.
We got Big Bro Derek in the building. What's up,
What
bro?
Derek, salute, Big Bro.
All right, I'm actually calling it quits. It's getting too late for me to sit here and listen to y'all. I gotta get some rest, bro.
All right, Big Bro.
Like I said, for those that don't know, he is the Catman vigilante at night.
Yes. All right, man. Peace.
Peace.
Big Bro, gang green, man.
But like I said, if Cleveland calls us, hey, be my guest.
Hey, Bogey, I sent you a text message. Shout out to Stay Tuned Live. I sent you his number. He want to tap in with you.
Okay, yeah, for surely.
Oh my mama.
Yeah, I've been whack on the IG too. A couple of fools like, yeah, I'm just trying to get at you on Instagram. Yeah, for surely. I'll text him as soon as we get off.
Oh my mama.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brad.
So I got to go, y'all. Deuces.
100%, Big Bro.
It's good having you on.
Let people know where they can find you at, Big Bro.
You can find me on Talk Your Ish tonight at 8:00 Eastern time.
Talk about it.
And we talked about football, the real shit. ESPN, the one we talked about.
Talk about it. Ignorant Thinkers
Podcast, man. Shout out to everybody on the Stay Tuned Live crew.
100%.
And the Talk Your Ish crew.
Right. So, deuces.
In a minute, Big Bro. Good looking for pulling up, man.
Anytime. Y'all family, dog.
Yeah,
come
man.
on now.
With you, Ron.
Y'all family.
Like a motherfucker.
And y'all to come on and talk your ish too. Tonight, it finna get down and dirty tonight. So
it's about to get fired up, man.
Yeah, already know.
If not,
on there tonight.
Chat, Ron. I'll pop in the chat and I'll keep you guys company.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
In a minute, big bro. Yes, sir, man. Everything.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ron from the Ignorant
Come on
Thinkers.
now.
Always a good time when he pulls up.
100%.
You know why I like Ron? He makes a motherfucker think.
Yeah, he does.
Come on now.
He's gonna hit you with
Thinkers
he'll hit you with
podcast, man.
scenarios.
100%.
Yeah, I dig shit like that. Yeah, because that's all I do too. Looking at every angle. Like, all right, I've seen this before. That's my voice in my head. It's actually Al Pacino. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Everything, man.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, we always keep it a thing lit. Wake your game up. Waking you up fully on this Tuesday. You know what I mean? Shout out to our sponsor, neonpeacockmerch.com. We definitely encourage y'all to take advantage of this sale we got going right now. $13 regular and classic tees. You know what I'm saying? Get you a allegedly joint. You know what I'm saying? Get you a Playmaker joint. Get you the Grit Don't Quit joint. You know what I mean? We got all kind of that's the Plain Jane series, and we got all the elaborate neon peacock designs that you can imagine. Go peep game, neonpeacockmerch.com. And 40% off the entirety of the site outside of the $13 t-shirt sale. Definitely take advantage. I went on a little mini shopping spree, you know what I mean? Got me a hat, got me, you know what I'm saying, like 4 t-shirts. Think I got me a sweater too. Yep, got me a hoodie.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
Yeah, and I only spent $100. There it is. I got 4 shirts, a hoodie, and a hat. With the shipping, it was like $115.
Oh, that's federal,
right? You know what I mean? Got to support the big bread. You know what I mean? Shout out to neonpeacockmerch.com.
Come on now.
But I was like, look, this, you know what I mean? Got to get fresh for the spring wool wops. You know what I mean?
Because that's here.
Yeah, we got, you know what I mean? We hit them billboard.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's funny because that Smokey the Bear shirt, you know what I'm saying? Every time I rock that shit, somebody always says something too. They go, oh, shit, that's funny.
That's clean, everything.
Only you can keep it lit. But then, you know, he got the whole force behind him is on fire. You know what I mean? Because he's getting high. You know what I mean? He's not doing his job. You know what I mean?
Everybody got to relax.
That might actually be his job, huh? Because he's not only you can prevent forest fires, only you can keep it lit. See?
Yeah.
Plus, you know, for copyright infringement purposes. You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah, get you a only you can keep it lit t-shirt. $13. What else other fly joint? Oh, get you a Christian McCaff strain t-shirt. Shit's fire.
That right leg is in red.
You know what I mean? I had that joint. I had one of those in red. And like, listen, I didn't even want to buy it, but when he went down, I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm buying that shit." Christian McCaff strain t-shirt.
Oh, bruh.
Yeah, shout out to Christian McCaff strain. We're trying to reverse jinx you into greatness again. The unicorn.
We sure need it.
Oh, did we still got the Chris Godwin shirt up there? I can't remember.
I have never seen a Chris Godwin up there.
One of the older ones, but we might need to revise that. That he has God and win in his name. T-shirt. Mm-hmm. What else we got? Oh yeah, I ordered me a MF Burns joint. It's Monty Burns wearing a Dr. Doom mask. And he's holding the bomb. I was like, yes, I need that.
Come on now.
That shit hard. Pause. That's one of those ones that he put on the thing too, on the site or on the page, the channel rather, where he's drawing it in the fucking time lapse.
They're saying here Trey Hendrickson and the Bengals are they're extremely close on a deal.
You know what they did? You know what I heard the Cincinnati did? I heard they sold like half their seats in the stadium. Like the actual seats, so now people got to stand.
Damn. Good
They stole all the TVs 2 years ago, right?
Oh, that was funny
They just
as
said,
hell.
bro, like,
Remember
I
that?
gotta stole all the TVs in the stadium. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro.
They're
Big
saying
Bro
they're
Johnny
hosting.
said he went to the grocery store and came back. Y'all still rocking.
Let's go.
100%.
You know what I mean? The grocery store, or as I call it in the apocalypse, a supply run.
Facts.
Yeah. What was bruh's name? Who were we just talking about? I'm high as a motherfucker.
I forgot that fast my damn self. I think Lee has some news.
What's
What you got, friends, Lee?
It's not meant to be alive though. I'll put it in the thread.
For sure. For
That's some
sure.
other shit.
Hey, that's good shit on that one.
It's about Ryan Clark. I just put it in the thread. His wife made him get a V.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but there's nothing wrong with that.
I didn't know. I didn't want to say something.
Does he already got children?
Nah, she said she didn't want baby number 4, so she made him get one.
My girl always told me she always told me to get one. You know what I mean? Then we had 2 more, and I said, "See, told you." You know what I mean? And now we have 4, and it, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a different beast. We're older now.
I don't know what you can say and can't say on YouTube. That's why.
Yeah, YouTube is real.
Yeah,
Is real.
but it's kind of crazy though. Like to come out public, like, "Hey, y'all, get a vasectomy." You know what I mean? I guess it would make sense. Like if I came out and said that, people would be like, "Ah, it makes sense. He got 4 kids."
And Big Bro Joe said, as his wife said, did the same. My wife did the same. LOL, TMI. Minnesota did said the vasectomy was the best thing he ever did.
See, I remember. See, and like, shout out to my brothers that have, because I know a couple people that have, and I always ask them the same question. Because in my mind, I was like, so what? We just like then comes out, it's just like dust comes out. It's like, nah, man,
I'm firing blanks.
Just no swimmers in it. I was like, word. This is part of how we was raised.
My armor's not shooting.
What is it called? Like how like dogs mark the territory. You know what I mean? Shoot a love.
Yeah, you gotta try.
TMI.
Yeah.
That's your buddy.
The real shit, I got the same thing done. That's what Derek said, talking to Minnesota Den. Oh, everything. They said, hey, they ain't tripping off of it. Fuck it.
You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama.
Cooper Cup just signed his contract.
And in the event, see, here's the thing. My girl wanted me to get one right after we had Mimi. So in the event, if I would have done that, right? And then I'm shooting the club up at per usual, and then one of them swimmers miraculously makes it through. That he's like the next coming, bro. You know what I mean? He made it against all odds.
Let's say one thing: Mike Williams stays healthy. I think he has a decent year next year.
Who does?
Big BMW.
The used BMW, like you said.
It's funny because this time last year, he's like, BMW, he's a fucking trash. And he's a fucking used BMW and put him in the fucking trash compactor. And this is Farfik Nugan and all the Lee shit, right? And then now he's back with the charge. He's like, I think BMW got a good year.
No,
you know what though? He is what he should be, an outside receiver.
Exactly.
And he still could blow past defenders. He was doing it with the Steelers last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like not the greatest receiver at doing anything else besides
exactly.
That,
his acrobatic catches are with
you got like look and don't bring back Keenan Allen because you got Keenan Allen 3.0.
Exactly.
Fucking the laddie.
Yeah.
Somebody knocking on my front door. Hold on, let me go peep.
EA Sports plans to increase players' NIL payments from $600 to $1,500 for CFB 26. What the hell? Wow.
Joe said he's a cap gun. That was a hell of a segue. Oh,
That was funny.
everything. They might as well sign Keenan Allen back too. Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. Fuck it. Bring the gang back.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna wait on Keen. I don't know if it depends on. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just looking forward to this draft. To be honest with you, I'm really excited for it. See what we do.
Facts.
Now you guys think you go in line in the first round?
I mean, it's a position of need for sure. I just don't know if they feel like one of them dudes is worth the 11th pick on everything. To me, it needs to be an impact player right away. Wherever he plays on, whatever side of the ball he plays on, whatever position he plays at, he has to be an impact player. 100%. Because you don't plan on picking this high in the draft after this year.
Especially for the 49ers.
So you got to make this shit count for sure.
We need it all.
Oh, my mama.
You only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
Come on now.
Mom spaghetti. Somebody was knocking on my door. Shout out to the youngster. He was like, hey, my name's Woo Woo. And they got like a little winter break right now, like even my daughter. And he was like, yeah, he's like, I live in the neighborhood. He's like going around seeing people if they need their weeds picked just for a little extra money. I'm like, oh, my bad. I'm like, not interested. But then I started thinking, I'm like, damn, I might should have just told him, you know what I mean? Like how little extra money you talking here? Yeah.
Oh, everything.
I got quite a bit of weeds.
Yeah, it's about to be break for my son. Matter of fact, I need to go grab him here in a second. Oh, everything. They get out early today.
Yeah, we'll close up.
It's winter break for day or spring break. Excuse me, it's spring
break. That's
break.
what it is. A spring break. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, what grade's the little man in?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
7.
Yeah.
We can wrap it up.
My second oldest, she about to be in junior high next year. So I was like, cool, because then my daughter's be a senior. They'll be able to mob together because their high school and junior high is like right next to each other.
Oh, that's federal.
Right? They like share a library too.
Oh, that's federal.
Yeah, they're like connected type shit. And I was like, oh, okay, word. Because, you know, where I grew up is always separated shit. You know what I mean? This is like TV shit. I'm like, oh shit. So they got like 7 through 12, basically. But they're just on opposite sides of the campuses and it's separated into 2 campuses type of shit.
Yeah.
I remember when we first moved out here, we got an email, boom, school's locked down. There's a suspected shooter or someone with a gun. They didn't say shooter, but someone suspected someone with a gun. Oh shit, what? Right, but there was like a domestic dispute. Somebody living across the street from the school. This fool just like was just brandishing a weapon. You know what I mean?
Well, fucking
I was like, damn, in the suburbs? I'm like, oh shit. They just go down anywhere.
You ain't lying.
You know what I mean? But they shut the whole school down because this motherfucker, he was on foot. You know what I mean? He probably got the boot. You know what I mean?
100%.
Get out of my house. Woo. I'd imagine, right? Boom. And then they was on him. They found bro real quick because then we got an email after again too, like maybe like an hour later. They found a guy and woo. Okay, cool. You know, immediately as a parent, I'm like, fuck that, we're driving over there. You know what I mean?
Oh, everything.
Yeah, my daughter, I think she was like a sophomore at the time. Yeah, it was last year. Oh, she might have been a freshman. Might have been the end of her freshman year. I was like, oh, you know, too many.
Hey, Bogey, I joined that 32 man team.
Oh, okay. So you joined you're picking up a stick and you're going to war.
Yes, I'm going
to World War 32.
World War 32.
What are we up to now?
14 of 32.
14 of 32. Let's go. It's fucking war.
That's my final league of the year.
Yeah. These ones have definitely been like, they've been handpicked. Pause. You know what I mean? I haven't blasted out. Just be like, hey, anyone join? It's been, been bringing in all the savages. And most of the people,
this would be my first.
I got mostly everybody too, but most everybody too is like circle back around when it gets closer. I'm like,
I've never done 30. This is my first 32 man team. The most I've done is 16.
So you could only hold one QB.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can only draft one, and you can only hold one at a time. So, for example, say you had Jalen Hurts or something, boom, he goes down. But it's like they say it's like a 2-week injury or something, or maybe they even put him on like a 4-week IR or something. You put him in your IR spot, but you can't just go and get the backup. If you want to get the backup, you have to release Jalen Hurts because the rule is that's the only one rule of the 30. And then you don't have a QB spot at all. You just have a super flex. So you can put the QB in there, but say on a bye week, you're gonna have to put something else in there but everyone's gonna have there's 32 teams, so you know what I mean. Everyone gets one QB, and it's a third round reversal because it massively evens the playing field. Because think about this, you up top, so you got the first pick overall. Bong, yeah, you got the first pick. Then you gotta wait hella long. 31 plus another 31, 62 picks, and you're back on the clock.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Right? If you got the third round reversal, you know what I mean, you got the quicker swing around thing, but yeah, so it evens it out, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because even on the third round reversal, like that's what I don't know, 90 players off the board already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This Friday is my first day of.
Oh, it'd be 60 players off the board when you get to the top of the third.
Friday's my first day of aqua physical therapy.
Baseball?
No, aqua meaning water therapy.
Who?
I'm doing water therapy for my ankle.
Oh, water therapy.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were saying something about water buffaloes or something. I was like, oh, he's still getting water therapy.
No, I'm doing. It's called, what is it? Aquatic physical therapy. Aquatic, I believe it's called.
I mean, you drink a lot of juice. That's still a lot of sugar too. I don't know if you know that.
No, I'm not drinking juice.
Even,
no, I'm not.
Even if you make like smoothies
Sunny
and
Delight.
stuff like that too, it's still a shitload of sugar. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not as much as what I was drinking.
Of course not, but still though, at the same time, it's not fucking bad sugar, so to speak. It's just still.
It's
you
still
can't have an overload.
Yeah.
Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's
because I can get you to the beaties. You don't want the beaties.
No, I actually got tested for that not long ago, and knock on wood, I was good in there. That was the first thing someone said to me. I want you to get checked because it runs in your family, and it didn't.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, that shit runs in both sides of my family.
Yeah,
motherfuckers eat rice and shit.
Yeah,
all your life. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So what do you got planned for the rest of your day, Book?
Yeah, Filipinos, we eat rice for the jump.
My friends that I went to high school with, they were Puerto Rican, and freaking chicken and rice was freaking a natural statement on their whole time.
Yeah. Steak and rice, chicken and rice.
Go to their house and all it was is chicken and rice.
Shit, bacon, eggs, and rice.
Yep.
All day. Garlic fried rice.
Yep.
Yeah, shout out to all my Puerto Rican homies.
Yeah.
That plantain that goes crazy. The plantain, what do they call it? The fried banana shit. But yeah, we could put a ball on this one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We were rocking for a cool
3
minute.
hours, almost 3.5 hours, yeah.
NeonPeacockAmerch.com. Yeah, I mean, definitely utilize this sale, taking full advantage of it. You know, be 40% off the entire site. The real kicker on this special here is the $13 regular tees and $13 classic tees. Tell them Bogart sent you.
100%. Hey, I'm in the car right now. I'm on the phone with this shit, man. So you know what I mean. Whenever y'all want to, I'm in here.
Yeah,
we were just closing it out right now. You know what I mean? For my man Heart to Start, JD, and the Ear of the Streets, and the Cat Man himself. Shout out to our man Diamond Joe and the Neon Peacock.
And the rest of the GWA crew.
Yeah, also the motherfucking Spencer Guru and the whole entire Guru Nation, man. Fuck with us all. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody rocking. Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays.